Shit's different in this bitch. Fuck it. I ride.
Got the top let down. Leaning to the right with the bass up loud. I slide, glide, choking on that lead.
2 miles per hour, so everybody sees you.
Ride. Got the top let down. Leaning to the right with the bass up loud. I slide, glide, choking on that lead.
2 miles per hour, so everybody sees you.
You see the European grills, so the lips glitz. Tank full of Theraflu, cause I be in them sick whips. Brick slip, roll with me, catch a contact. High definition popping, flipping out the armrest. See, I'm a rider, dipping in the catalog. Just got it fitted on some shit I need a ladder for. Come up in your hood, stunting when I leave, dude.
2 miles per hour, so everybody sees you.
I can't deny, I feel I'm such a fly guy. Top chop, call them Sleepy Hollow when they ride by. I know the haters can't stand it. I ain't got a blemish on my Jolly Rancher can.
What's happening with it? What's good with it? Y'all already know what it is. You tuned in to another episode of Everything Boxing. There you go, talking that boxing again. Yeah. Them boys just choked. Man, Buffalo just choked. Buffalo got a curse on them like the Cowboys, but theirs is worse because they ain't winning no Super Bowls. That's crazy. They just choked. Them jokers choked. Man, just do boxing. What's happening with it? Salute. Wayne, Chicago, what it do? Al Booger, Alden Johnson in the building. Aiden, what's happening with it? Aiden say Bills kicker choke. Man, he choked. He choked, dog. Marlon Warren, what's happening with it? Opinionated boxing, what it do? He said, what's the name of the song? That's my cousin's music, man. My cousin Keto and Shaka. My cousin Keto, he got a channel on here. He don't think be putting that because he do different music now. But yeah, it's I Ride by Keto. I don't even know if he ever released it. He be coming through the show sometime. Cortez say he's a cow. Oh man, hey, Cortez came in. Hey man, he want that smoke right off the rip tonight. He ain't playing. Let me see. But yeah, like I said, man, y'all come in the building. When you come in the building, make sure that you smash on the like button. Let me know you in the building. We cooking for sure. Man, we seen the Bucks choke tonight. Then we seen the Bills and the Bucks. You know what I'm saying? The Bills and the Bucks, they done both choked. That's crazy. Us Buddy Love, what's happening with it? Jay Hizzy, what it do? Oh man, I really don't never really do live streams on Sundays, Jay Hizzy, because you know, man, I be busy with the kids. I be busy with you, but you know, tonight I came on. I said, man, let me jump on here and do a live stream while I can. Yeah. But like I said, y'all smash the like button for me. Smash on the like button. We definitely gonna be cooking tonight. So smash the like button. Get the likes up for your boy. Hopefully everybody had a nice weekend, productive. So man, yeah, we got a lot to cook on. I'm gonna get it in tonight. So like I said, join me in, and we're gonna be cooking. I don't take nobody wrench, man. So yeah, I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about no wrench or yeah. Money he should. Money probably gonna pull up too. Yeah, money probably gonna pull up. Yeah. But it's a lot of reality TV soap opera shit going on in boxing right now. Like I was just sitting back and I said, man, this shit is like the Real Housewives of Atlanta, but the real men. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a real soap opera. General Hospital or some shit. All My Children. Like, man, especially with this whole Ryan Garcia shit that's going on. You know what I'm saying? With this whole Ryan Garcia saga, I mean, I don't know, man. We definitely gonna get into that. But let me tell y'all one thing, and salute to everybody that's coming in the building, right? Let me tell y'all one thing. Yesterday, that woman's match with Mikaela Mayer and Natasha Jonas, first of all, it surprised me, right? I ain't gonna lie, it surprised me because Natasha Jonas has gotten a lot better than what she used to be. Like, I remember Natasha Jonas when she first started, and she was very green. She ain't really had too much skill set like that. She done got good, but we gonna keep it 100. We got to keep it a buck. Mikaela Mayer, if any of y'all watched that fight with Mikaela Mayer and Natasha Jonas yesterday, hey, they robbed Mikaela over there in the UK. And these US fighters, they continue to go over there to the UK and they getting robbed. Now, I ain't gonna lie. When Clarissa Shields went over there and fought Savannah Marshall, I thought I was like shocked that they gave that fight to Clarissa. Yeah, Clarissa won that fight clearly, but I thought they were gonna rob her over there in the UK. The UK is known for robberies when it comes to American fighters going over there. Carl Black, that was okay. So this is the thing. I know the word robbery gets overused a lot. You know what I'm saying? We like to overuse the word robbery a lot. But it just depends on what your definition of robbery was, right? Because I mean, I didn't see blatant robberies to where, you know, you had fighters that won the fight when they didn't even win one round in the whole fight. If you want to go see a blatant robbery, go watch Rollie Romero when he fought Jackson Marinez and won that WBA strap. That was a blatant robbery. You want to see a blatant robbery, go watch Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. versus Pernell Whitaker. They robbed the shit out of Pernell Whitaker. If you want to see a blatant robbery, go watch Carl Froch versus Andre Durrell. Andre Durrell beat Carl Froch like 10 rounds to 2, and they gave the fight to Carl Froch. So if that's your definition of a robbery, no, it wasn't a robbery, Carl Black. It wasn't a robbery, right? Now, Haney, and see, you can't come on. But let me finish what I'm saying, and then I'll address that comment, right? So if that's the definition of robbery, that's not a robbery. But it depends on what your definition of a robbery was. I said robbery because I felt that Mikaela Mayer clearly won that fight. And then she cemented the victory by closing out the last few rounds, right, in a dominant fashion. Yeah, she clearly won that fight. She was already winning the fight when the last few rounds came, and then she just dominated to where she almost stopped. Like, you know what I'm saying? That fight could have been a stoppage. She almost stopped Natasha Jonas. Now, back to what you were saying. Now, you can't say that we can't call that fight a robbery, right, for Mikaela Mayer, and then come and say that a robbery is Loma versus Haney. Like, what Loma versus Haney is no. So you must not know what a robbery is, because Loma versus Haney is not a robbery. That's a fight that was a close fight that could have went either way depending on how you scored a fight. Most of those rounds was razor thin, depending on what you're looking for, how you scored a fight, could have went either way. I had Haney winning that fight for sure, because I mean, he was the champion, he was the dog, he was a big dog with all the belts, and you got to beat him. You got to be able to beat him, right? And Lomachenko did not beat him in the rounds that could have swayed either way that was that close. I gave him to Haney because he is the champion. Yeah. But anyway, so man, moving along, right? Moving along, and y'all smash the like button. Y'all get the likes up, smash the like button for me. Okay, let me shoot this link to money real quick so we get money on here. But in the meanwhile, yeah, y'all get the likes up, smash the like button, and we definitely gonna dig deep into this whole Gervonta Davis, Devin Haney situation. Tank say, man, he want 2 Ferraris at his front door. So I'm gonna give y'all my thoughts on that. We're gonna talk about that. Like I said, we're gonna talk about this whole motherfucking reality TV housewife saga type shit that's going on with Ryan Garcia, Rollie, and Pitbull Cruz. That's just like, I don't know, man. They need a reality TV show. For real. Hold on. That shit like a soap opera. So yeah, get the likes up, jump in the comments, let me know you in the building, What else, man? What else, man? And it's going. I want to see how this Gervonta Davis, Devin Haney situation play out, because all this shit is gonna come down to a popularity contest. Who is the more popular fighter on YouTube? Hey, I'm straight down the middle with this shit. I'm gonna just call it like it is. I'm not no fanatic of none of these fighters. Not so. I'm gonna call it straight down the middle, and we're gonna see how it play out. But I am, like I said, when I cook on it, hey, I'm gonna give y'all my opinion. I'm not finna sugarcoat shit. I don't care. I don't give a damn if Tank is your favorite fighter. I don't care if Devin your favorite fighter. U.S. buddy say Abdul Wahid. Man, I'm not calling that man that. I'm not. You can't until he changed his shit to Abdul Wahid on his social media accounts. I'm not calling him that shit. First of all, I'm not gonna remember to call him no Abdul Wahid when for the past 10 years I've been calling him Gervonta Davis. Shit. But I mean, hey, if that's what if that's the route that he want to go down, hey man, more power to him. But shit, I'm cool on that Abdul Wahid shit. When he changed his shit to Abdul Wahid on all his social media accounts, that's when I'll start calling him Abdul Wahid. Yeah. Class said he ain't changing his legal name, and that y'all don't have to call him that. Okay, well, hey, enough said. Appreciate you for clearing that up. Diana, what's going on with it? Queen, salute to the Queen Diana in the building. But hold on. So man, Mikaela Mayer, she got robbed. Yeah. I'm gonna say robbed. Carl Black, I'm gonna use the word robbed. You know what I'm talking about? She got robbed. They should have gave her that fight. We all know that if that fight wasn't over there in the UK, Mikaela would have won that decision easily. But I don't know what's up with Mikaela Mayer's management, right? Because she should have a rematch. She should have a rematch. She don't have a rematch clause. She's been in 2 very close fights over there, right, in the UK. And she lost both of them. The first one against Alicia Baumgardner, I thought it could have went either way, but I did have Baumgardner edging that fight out, right? I did give that win to Baumgardner. But this fight, man, it like, to me, I knew they was going to rob her. I said, man, they going to rob her. And what did they do? They did exactly what I already had said they were going to do, rob her. So, hey, if you're a fighter, man or woman, make you think twice about going over to the UK for these fights. Make you think twice about going over to the UK and expecting them to give you a fair shake in the UK. You know what I'm talking about? If I'm a fighter, y'all really, really, really gonna have to make it worth my while before I go over there in a big fight. Real talk. So, man, I don't know. Hey, y'all gonna get mad. Well, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Nah, I ain't gonna say. Never mind. I ain't gonna say what I was gonna say. I ain't gonna say what I was gonna say. Some people gonna take it too serious. I'm gonna just leave that one alone. Sometimes when you get older, you learn that some shit that's gonna come out of your mouth, you just need to just leave it alone. I'm gonna leave that one alone. Light, what's happening with it? Money, what's happening with it?
Okay, what's going down, Brody? What's going
What
down?
the hell you got on the fan?
You can hear that fan?
Huh?
You can hear that fan?
Hell yeah, nigga. What the hell you got on the fan in the winter for, nigga? Y'all must got it. Y'all must got it hot as hell.
Boy, bacon in this mother. You hear me?
That's how that's how my mama do. You go over her house, nigga, in the winter, nigga, you be wanting to, nigga, take your shirt off and shit, nigga. They have it hot as hell in there.
But I got the fan shut the other way though. I don't know why that motherfucker.
She had that heater on 89 and shit, 90. About the
I'm sorry, this thing baking, you feel me? But it's always like that though in the winter time. It's cold as hell here, Keith. It's cold as hell outside, but
hey, Marlon, I can't have no fan on like that all the time, man. I be sniffing and shit. Motherfuckers think I'm a coke addict.
Hey, Marlon, facts. That fan stay on, bro. It don't matter what weather. I can't look. It ain't even the fan key. I need the noise to go to sleep. If I don't got the fan on, bro, I heard everything in the house, bro.
Hey, bro, I used to be like that, right? I used to sleep with a fan right in front of my face. Then when I started getting like older, I'm like, man, why the fuck I always stay with a cold? You know what I'm saying? Nigga stay with a cold like he got AIDS or some shit. Hey, I had that fan be messing me up, dog. Like that, because I got bad allergies.
Oh yeah, that shit will. Yeah.
So can't sleep with that fan in my face no more.
Shout out to everybody in the chat.
I be telling my mama that because I go over there, nigga, go in the room and shit, knock on the door. She be knocked out, sleep, mouth wide open with the fan right in her face. And then wonder why she always got a damn cold and sniffing all the time. That shit.
Hey, some people can't sleep without the fan. I'm one of them, bro. Look, I can't sleep without the fan, and I still sleep with the cover over my head, bro.
Hey, you know, I'm gonna tell you what I do now though, because like you said, you used to that noise, and I'm the same way. Now I turn the fan on, but I face it towards the wall, so that
towards the other way.
Yeah, I face it towards the wall. So now I got that noise. Cause you know these kids, man, especially if you trying to sleep, man, the kids be up, nigga. Bam, bing, bam.
For every damn thing, boy.
Yeah, so before you get up at night and get to cussing people out, you know, let me use this fan to block all the noise out. Let me use the fan to block all the noise out, and I can go to sleep. All right, man. But Ray Davis, what's happening with it? Salute. He say he see a lot of mixed emotions on the Saudi events. I hear your take and others. That's all good points. I have no dog in the fight, though. If we get to fight, yeah. So, yeah, and we definitely gonna talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Diana says use the YouTube. They have Ocean Sound. Oh, use YouTube. Man, I tried that shit. Diana, I used to try turning YouTube on, right? Because I don't know. It's like certain times I have a hard time sleeping. Like, man, I be having sleep problems bad, right? So I remember I was trying that for a while, the little rain and the thunder.
I tried that too, Keith. I tried to run in the thunder too. I put it in my ear with the earphones.
Yeah,
I said, that shit ain't right. But I think you need to put it on the TV or some shit. But I tried that shit there. I said, let me see if this shit works. That shit I'm like, nah, this shit ain't working. It ain't like because I just think the real effect from the rain. It ain't just the rain and the thunder. I think it's the effect from the rain and the thunder. Like that shit does something to you. You know what I mean? So yeah. But that shit don't work.
I put a TV show on, start watching. I'm gone. Bam. See, that's what I do. I put on a TV show, but see, the thing is, Gina, she don't like that. So I don't know. She'll cut it off. Like to me, like I can sleep through. If I turn a TV show on, I'm good, dog.
I can't sleep the TV on.
Yeah, see, I can. I'll be knocked out. So let me see who we got in the building. Aiden, what's happening with it? He say, "What up, money?" We got the Queen Diana once again. We got Ray Davis, Class, Sylvester 2011. What's happening with it? Leon, he said he didn't turn them down. Man, we gonna talk about that. You can't just because y'all gotta understand, man. It's only so many things that you can fit in these titles. So Y'all just can't. That's why you got to listen to the spiel before you just, a lot of people run off and say the title and just think like, yeah, you know.
Right.
But yeah. But yeah. He to me, right, and I'm gonna cover that. We're gonna talk about it, but that to me, it was kind of like, yeah, I'm not really effing with y'all. That's what it was to me. Like, I ain't really effing with y'all. But we're gonna get into that in a minute. Money, did you watch the fight? Because I know you had some things to attend to yesterday. So did you get a chance to rewatch the fight?
I ain't watching yet, Key. I'm on. Here I come, Key. I gotta take this phone call. I'm coming.
Okay, yeah, you good. So Money ain't watched the fight. So we gonna move on. Like I said, y'all smash the like button. I don't know what's going on with Mikaela Mayer's management team. This is the second time she don't have a rematch clause. Hopefully, Natasha Jonas gives her a rematch. I like Natasha Jonas. I rock with Natasha Jonas. It's just that she didn't win that fight to me. So hopefully she gives Mikaela a rematch. Hopefully Mikaela get her rematch, man. And to me, Mikaela, I know what her vulnerabilities are, right? She don't have no footwork at all. She don't get her head off the line. But Mikaela, her attributes are her work rate. She have a very high work rate, and I did see her sitting down on her shots a lot better. And she had Natasha Jonas hurt in that fight on several different occasions. So now that Mikaela has moved up in weight, she's now 147 pounder. This is her third weight division in 3 fights. She looked like she cracking a little bit harder. Mikaela's a big girl, like she big. And I don't know how the fuck she was shrinking all the way down to 130 pounds. Like, that's crazy to me. She was shrinking all the way down to 130, and as big as she is, so I think she said that she was having to lose like 40, 50 pounds at one point. So, yeah, she definitely looked a lot stronger at 147. Emmanuel Carter, what's happening with it? Salute, man. Appreciate you. Yes, sir. But yeah, Dominic, what's good? So y'all smash the like button. What else is going on that I want to talk about before I get into these main topics? Man, let's talk about this whole just soap pop drama that's going on with Ryan Garcia, Pitbull Cruz, and Rollie Romero. So let me make sure I got the timeline right. First, you got Ryan Garcia. First you got Ryan Garcia and Rollie, right? That was first. First, you got Ryan Garcia and Rollie. Ryan waiting on Rollie, and then you don't hear nothing from Rollie. Rollie is doing interviews talking about that he pretty much thinking about retiring. He'd rather take vacations and relax with pretty women than get in the ring and get punched in the face. So Ryan gets sick of waiting on Rollie. He gets sick of waiting on Rollie. And then he tell everybody he facing Devin Haney. Like, him and Devin Haney, they working to get a fight. Right? Everybody think him and Devin Haney going down. Everybody's like, man, we're going to get Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. Okay, that's a good fight. That's a big fight for Devin, right? Now, all of a sudden, bam, Ryan Garcia and his people come out talking about, we fighting Rollie. What's happening with it, Reggie? Ryan Garcia and his people come out saying, nah, we ain't fighting Devin Haney no more. We fighting Rollie. When they get to pressing Ryan about, well, why you ain't fighting Devin no more? They say, well, Devin outpriced himself. Now, we hear how Devin and Bill talk, they talk that big money shit all the time. So, people gonna have their opinions. Like, everybody's supposed to have different opinions, right? You have some people thinking that Ryan Garcia just flat out ducked. You have some people thinking that Rollie, did outprice himself. And then you had other people that felt that it was a part of Floyd Mayweather getting with Ryan Garcia and basically, advising him not to go through with the Devin Haney fight, that he can make more fighting Rollie. And we all know it's a no-brainer that, you know, Devin Haney is a more dangerous fight than Rollie. So, you know, most people thought it was Floyd. People were pointing at Floyd. But all in all, I felt that it was Floyd just assuring Ryan Garcia that his first thoughts of fighting Rollie was right, that he need to go back, you know, and go ahead and do what he was going to do in the first place and fight Rollie, because it's, you know, it's a much less dangerous fight than going in there with Devin, like I said. So Ryan, he did what he wanted to do. Yeah, Floyd Mayweather might have, you know, swayed him that way, but ultimately he did what he wanted to do. He a grown-ass man, and we know that Ryan Garcia do what he want to do because he tell his own promoter, nah, this is who I'm fighting. You try, no, I'm not. So we know that he's combative. We know that you can't tell Ryan what the F to do. You feel me? You can't tell him what to do, so he's going to do what he want to do regardless. So to me, Ryan did what he wanted to do. Now, everybody think he fighting Rollie. It's Ryan and Rollie. It's Ryan and Rollie. Well, cool. That's a good fight. You know what I'm saying? That's a fight that's going to sell. That's a fight that's, you know, I think it was going to do big numbers. Then all of a sudden, Oscar come out, and Oscar De La Hoya tells everybody this time that, nah, we no longer fighting Rollie. Ryan ain't no longer fighting Rollie. Ryan now is fighting Jose Ramirez. Ryan is fighting Jose Ramirez now. He ain't fighting Rollie no more. Rollie outpriced himself. Now I'm like, man, y'all motherfuckers coming out saying everybody outpricing themselves. Everybody outpricing themselves. So he say Rollie outpriced himself. At that point in time, I'm like, Oscar De La Hoya is on some bullshit. At that point in time, I'm like, Oscar, he on some phony shit. Oscar behind the scenes working something so he makes sure that Ryan has to fight a Golden Boy promotion fighter, a Golden Boy fighter. Oscar ain't slick. And Ryan come out and pretty much confirm that, like, nah, man, I'm not fighting no Jose Ramirez. You got me effed up, right? Until Rollie comes out. So I told y'all this shit is hard to keep up with because this is a whole big soap opera, right? The motherfucking real house men of boxing, the real house men of boxing. This shit is the soap opera right here. You know what I'm saying? Now Rollie come out, and this, I guess, I don't know if you can say that he exposed Oscar or he exposed himself. Y'all be the judge, right? Let me read this, what Rollie came out and said for those who haven't seen it. Hold on. Let me look for it. My other phone. Hold on. So Rollie gonna post a DM. This shit crazy, right? Because Rollie posted a DM of him and Oscar, right? And this is what the DM says, right? Oscar hits up Rollie and he asks Rollie, well, he tell Rollie, he say, man, what the F? Talking shit about me. I have nothing but respect for you. I offered a shitload of money to you and you turned it down. Go fight Pitbull for pennies, bro, and good luck. Now, Rollie posted this. Rollie responds and he says, you should thank me and trademark Oscar De La Fishnets. You're welcome. So Rollie is the one that put up the message of him and Oscar. But by reading this, right, Rollie never denied that. Rollie didn't say nothing to Oscar about he was lowballing him, right? No, my bad. Rollie never said nothing about, well, let me see. Well, Rollie never, he never denied the fact. Hold on. Yeah, like he didn't, like when Oscar came out and said that we offered you a shitload of money, Rollie didn't have nothing to say about that. Like he didn't say like, oh, you know, no, you didn't. You didn't offer me no good money. Like he didn't say nothing about that. It was just like,
I'm back, Key. I'm back. Had to take the little jail call. My bad, bro.
Okay. Bet. But Yeah, that fan loud as hell in the background, man.
Man, that ain't the fan. Hold on, let me mute.
Okay. Yeah, but like I'm thinking Rollie got more to say, right? Because we all looking to see, okay, who F2 in this situation? Is Oscar lying? Is Rollie, you know what I'm saying, really outpricing himself? Like, what's going on? I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm talking about? Now, Oscar is saying that they offered him a shit ton of money and Rollie outpriced himself. Rollie never said nothing about that, right? He ain't really come back and say, no, I didn't. You lying or none of that shit. So I don't know what to think in this situation. But one thing I do know is you can't trust Oscar De La Hoya, and Rollie Romero is looking for a cash out fight. Both of those things are absolutely true. You can't trust Oscar, and Rollie is looking for a cash out fight. So now, with all that being said, Rollie Romero and Isaac Pitbull Cruz, they done both left Ryan Garcia in the dirt, and they fighting each other. Oh yeah, somewhere in between all of that shit, Ryan was talking about he was supposed to fight Isaac Pitbull Cruz. So it went to Ryan and Pitbull Cruz, and then Pitbull, all of a sudden, he left Ryan in the dirt, or Ryan left him in the dirt, and now Ryan and Pitbull Cruz and Rollie Romero fight. Like, this is just awesome. I'm done. I can't even, like, I'm confusing myself talking about this weird shit. So it was Ryan and Devin. Then it was, man, fuck it. I can't fuck it. Money. You got anything to add on that?
The fan still loud? Can you step up?
No, you good.
All right. Yeah, I feel you, man. Like I say, we already know how this shit be going, fam. Like, usually, like, them niggas be really wanting the in-house fights. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it come down to. I feel like Floyd swittered in that thing to get Ryan away from Devin. You know what I'm saying? To show Bill some shit. This is just how I feel. To show Bill, you running your mouth, I'll fuck your money up. Then when it comes to the situation, he really don't want to do business with Oscar like that for real. You know what I mean? So it's like, man, do I really want to do business with him? Then, like you said, with Rollie, Rollie think he the A side, bro. Like, Rollie think he the A side. So, like you say, them egos be flying around and shit like that. I don't know if Oscar offered him the like I said, we never gonna know the amount of money that he offered the nigga. But if it was a fair price, his ass should have took it. You know what I'm saying? But they do that little pay-per-view with Tank, and they mistake that money that they get from Tank and think they supposed to get that shit every fight. You know what I mean? So now they think, oh, if I got this fight, this what I'm worth every fight. No, you're not. You feel me? You're not worth that every fight, bro. You know what I mean? Y'all ass better be realistic. Now, when a dude come around and go see it, don't get me wrong, y'all going pay-per-view. Y'all could do a nice little penny, but you really don't know until it sell. You know what I mean? So, I know it's calling, negotiate yourself a good price, but at the same time, bro, if you turn down nice deals, you got to get the fuck up out of there because nobody's fit to rob themselves to overpay nobody. You know what I mean? But we don't know. You know what I'm saying? Oscar can say, well, I offer you how much is a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? When he said that shit to Rollie, did Rollie heard and just overlook it? Or, however it go, you know what I mean? Shouts out to my brother Reg in the build. I see you, Reg. So we got to see how that play out. But for us, like, all this ring around the road and shit, these egos and these fighters thinking they bigger than what they really is. All these motherfuckers feel like they the face of boxing nowadays. So it's a fucked up situation overall, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a fucked up situation because I be feeling where you're coming from, Key. It's like, shit, where's the competitive nature in the sport? You know what I'm saying? Do you motherfuckers even want to fight each other? Or do y'all all want to just sit around and fight certain motherfuckers and make a payday to where you feel like you the top shot in the ring? Because that's what it's looking like. All these niggas having dick pulling contests for what motherfucker trying to see who is the top shot. There's only a couple. You know what I'm saying? So when Floyd said that shit, there's only 3 motherfuckers that's making money: Canelo, Tank, and Ryan. That shit can go to somebody's head as well. You feel me? But they got to be realistic with this shit, fam. They really got to be realistic with this shit because, Key, promoters ain't finna fuck themselves over. Ain't no promoter fucking themselves over. But if Oscar, you saying you offered a lot of money, you got to put the number out now. If the fight fell through, you can't say we offer him a lot of money and don't put the number out. Put the number out so we can say, hey, you know what? You right, bro. Broly, your ass just made so-and-so. Last fight, that was a worthy number. You feel me? That way we can say, all right, was it worth it or was it not? You feel me? So It just come down to these motherfuckers, man. Just I don't know. Some reality got to hit their ass or something, bro. How could reality hit these motherfuckers? I really don't know. But reality got to hit these motherfuckers in some shape, form, or fashion to let them know that all this shit can be taken from you in the blink of an eye, or you know what I'm saying, the numbers, the page go get the dropping, or you motherfuckers ain't finna get no following. Something got to happen to bring some reality to these motherfuckers so they can understand that at the end of the day, you motherfuckers still got to go out there and give people the kind of entertainment that they want for the money y'all be asking for, bro. But with, like you say, with this reality show shit going on, because that's all it is a fucking soap opera. You feel me? You got a few real ones out there, but everybody else is mainly divas in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And people like to blame Floyd for it, but I can't blame him for that shit because these motherfuckers trying to do what Floyd was doing, but Floyd put the work in. You know what I'm saying? And everybody want to be Floyd without being Floyd. Like that boy say, everybody want to be a nigga without being a nigga. Everybody want to be Floyd without being Floyd, bro. And you motherfuckers ain't did enough to put yourself in those shoes, fam. So we'll see how this shit play out in the future. But for us, see who they go fight next, all of them gonna end up with probably a motherfucking easy task, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because they could have been in the ring with each other.
Man, I'm gonna ask you, do you think, because Oscar, you made a good point when you said that Oscar, he ain't never pull out the dollar amount. He didn't say, because a lot of times these promoters do say, oh man, we offered him such and such, and he turned it down. You know, we offered him, they do put out that number a lot of times, right? Now, Oscar didn't put out a number. He just said, we offered you a shit ton of money, right? So do you think it was a situation to where Oscar offered him whatever he offered him, right? And then Rollie, he hit him back with a counter offer, just how you do in negotiations. And then all of a sudden, because Oscar didn't want to do no business with Floyd and Leonard and them anyway, he immediately moved on. And then, you know, hey, that's it. They didn't try to negotiate. You think it was one of them? Because, man, he came with a new opponent for Ryan hella fast.
I was gonna say that. I was saying he already had some in the back pocket.
Yeah, he like, to me, Oscar never wanted to do no business with Floyd and Leonard Ellaby in the first place. He don't F with them. They don't F with him. He didn't want to do no business with them. So in return, what he do is, I'm gonna make it look like I'm trying to make this fight happen, right? I'm trying to make these negotiations go well. But in the back of my mind, I already got my plan set up.
Yeah, I feel like that too. Cause like, bro, you don't just move away from a fight like Rollie. And I ain't trying to make it like Rollie this big ass star, nothing like that. But you put Rollie and Ryan in there, that shit go sell. They gonna run their mouth. The press conference gonna be Friday. Got a little history in spawn already. But that could be the case, Keith, because you like when somebody move like that, they already been negotiating, bro. You know what I'm saying? You already been negotiating, you already been talking to the man. Now you can finally go deep into negotiation and really lock it in. So I can really say that, you know, they probably already had Rollie in the back pocket and things like that because, you know, you keep three opponents on the table at all times anyway. So if this one fall through, then you move on to the next. So that's probably the fight that Oscar been wanting all along. You know what I mean? That's probably the fight he's wanting all along.
Jose Ramirez just signed with Golden Boy. You know, they've been promising Jose Ramirez big fights, and you know, man, you know how Oscar rocking, bro. That's way better for him if he get Jose Ramirez and Ryan, right? Because now where all of the money go to, he ain't got to split the bag. He ain't got to split it with Floyd and Leonard. So, man, come on, man. Rachel, what's happening with it? Rachel Donaire, salute, queen. Rachel said that she could ask Rollie. She could ask Rollie how much they offered him.
We don't know what the offer was. She said, "Oh, sorry, what was the offer?" We don't know. That's what we were saying. If Oscar would have put the offer out there, then us as fans, we would have knew better if it was, you know what I mean, worthy or not.
Yeah. So
when you say we offer you a shitload of money, what's a shitload of money? You know what I mean?
Right, exactly. What is a shitload of money? What is the pay-per-view split? What is all of that? But then Ryan, right? Because I'm looking at this whole soap opera situation. Ryan made it clear that he wasn't going to fight Jose Ramirez, right? But Ryan never came out and backed up what Oscar De La Hoya said. He never backed it up, but he also never came out and said nothing like towards Rollie. He was just like, man, F y'all. I don't need none of y'all. I'm the star. Some shit like that. So, like, what's really going on in this situation? Did, you know, because I don't know, man. It's just too much of shit to wrap your, it's just too much. It's just too much, bro. It's mind-boggling because Ryan Garcia is supposed to have his lawyer in on all the negotiations, right?
Yeah.
With Oscar. What's his name? Valencia. Jose Valencia. What's Ryan Garcia's lawyer name?
Yeah, yo, I ain't gonna be able to pronounce that shit.
But he's supposed to be there in the middle of all the negotiations. So, man, somebody lying, somebody ducking smoke. It's a lot of shit going on. But like you said, man, all of them dudes, man, they on some bullshit because now Ryan, he left out in the cold, right? He gonna probably go fight some Rudy Poo. The fight that he gonna fight ain't gonna be near as big as a Devin, Rollie, or a Pitbull Cruz. You know what I'm saying? Did I leave anybody else out? That was Devin, Rollie, Pitbull Cruz, yeah, and Ryan. Okay, yeah. He not done doubted. He's not fighting Ramirez. If that man say that he not fighting Jose Ramirez, he ain't fighting Jose Ramirez. You ought to know that by now in boxing. If these fighters don't want to, if they even have a little bit, in their mind saying, "Nah, I don't want to go through with this fight," they ain't gonna fight that opponent. It ain't happening. Oscar can suggest some shit. Oscar can say whatever he want on social media, but Oscar can't make that man get in the ring and fight.
Facts. You know what I mean? And he showed you that shit. Ryan showed you that he stand his ground there with Oscar. You already see they look back and forth beef. You feel me? So Oscar really he tried not to piss Ryan off, but he still know he got him up on the contract. So he want to make money off his ass. So it's like, all right, I'm gonna get my money off your ass some way, somehow before you leave, motherfucker. But I don't think you fit a. I think Oscar ain't gonna let him buy himself out his contract. I think Oscar is strictly gonna make him fight, fam, and I'm gonna make my money off for you. And that's why I keep Ryan. We can.
Hey, he want him to lose. He want him. See, he want Ryan to lose to somebody on his stable,
on his side. Yeah. That way he can run with the thunder.
And Jose Ramirez is a very good candidate to give him an L.
Yeah, but he ain't fighting Ramirez.
Jose Ramirez can fight.
Yeah, he can fight. And his style is going to be the style that can give Ryan problems.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That style that comes for his style like that.
Step to him, pressure him. He got a lot more skills than somebody like an Oscar Duarte. You know what I'm saying? He could crack. His work rate is high. Let me see what Rachel said. She says Rollie wasn't going to go to the Golden Boy fight last weekend. Then Ryan said his name Saturday morning, and Rollie went to try to get it done. She says, I know because I talked to him Friday night, and then he texted me Saturday to meet up at the fights. Oh, okay. So I know that Rollie really wanted that Ryan smoke. That's one thing I do know. I know that Rollie want that smoke. You know what I'm saying? But another thing that I think, and I mean, you can correct me if I'm wrong, Rachel, I don't think Rollie is in there at the table when they doing business, right? And this shit happened a lot in boxing, right? Let's say Rollie's side really don't want to fuck with, Oscar, and then Oscar's side really don't want to mess with Rollie. Then people at the table doing the dibbing, dabbing, I don't know which side it was, but the people at the table that's putting things together, they can make sure that the fight fall apart. Oh, and then they go back to the fighter. Well, this such and such said this, and this is how much money was put down, and then so that happens a lot in boxing too. Uh-huh. That's why say for instance, fight like Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. They like, man, F all that, man. We just gonna get on the phone and make this shit happen and talk ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So they can't be saying to you one thing and then come back to me and say another thing. And we gonna get on the phone. We gonna get it popping ourselves.
Mm-hmm. Can be very well. But if Rollie went to the fight to make it happen,
smoke. We know he wanted to smoke.
Like we said, Rollie been wanting to fight with Ryan ever since that sparring session. He been saying he didn't want to knock Ryan ass out. So, and he know that it had to be the money. It had to be the money, bro. Because, when you fight somebody like that, you look at what he did with Tank. He look at what he did with Tank. Then, he looking for a nice payday. He looking for a nice payday. So, Oscar, like I say, Oscar can lowball some people too now. You feel me? I ain't finna put that past his ass. He can lowball some motherfuckers try to give you something that you're not worth. You know what I mean? And could I say Rollie? I don't know, cause we never seen Rollie in negotiation. I have no problem with things of that nature. To say is Rollie one of them types key to, what I'm saying, try to demand more than what he worked and shit like that. Is he a fair man that want to be treated fair? I gotta give him the benefit of the doubt until I see something different. You know what I mean? I never seen Rollie give no problems with a fight like that for us when they talk about negotiation and shit like that. So I gotta say he a fair man. You know what I'm saying? Outside of just touch it. Outside of that shit, you hear me? But at the end of the day, I gotta say here, fair man and things of that nature. So we just have to see a little bit more in the future if they come out with them numbers to see what them numbers was. That's the only way we gonna know the real situation, bro. Because he can say, "Oh man, you try to overprice yourself." He can say, "Oh, you try to sell me short." They can do that shit all they want to until they release the numbers, and then us the fans can say, "You know what, man? You know what? That shit." It is a fair offer, I know people say things, "Oh man, you can't tell the fighter how much he worked," and you can't. Well, we know how much the motherfucker made his last fight and the fight before that, so we know roughly what you worth, motherfucker. If we can look at football and basketball players, the key, look at their contract and say, "Nah, that motherfucker won't really worth that," but he negotiated a damn good deal, or that boy's worth every penny. I'm quite sure we look at these motherfucking fighters and what they made last and say, "Nah, you ain't worth that, partner. You ain't pulling in that type." So don't try to overprice yourself. Now that sounds about reasonable and right there. Even though, like I say, you go negotiate what you get, but at the end of the day, shit, that's only how we gonna know.
Yeah, man. Like I said, but at the end of the day, let me ask y'all a question. But like I said, this whole shit was like a soap opera, right? Real quick, put a 1 in the chat if you think that these fighters that we talking about right here, they should have a reality TV series. They should. I think they should. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that Ryan Garcia, Rollie Romero, Pitbull Cruz, they all should be in a house, you know what I'm saying, and have a reality TV show. That shit would be, man, I mean, because this shit is reality TV right here. I couldn't even keep up with what was going on. Shit, throw Devin and Tank in that motherfucker too, man. Do you know how big, like, we don't have a household name in boxing right now, right? Like, being serious, right? If we going into, Amazon Prime and all that, right? If we really don't have a household name fighter, we don't have a Floyd Mayweather in boxing right now. We got and I'm talking about like the American fan base. You got Canelo, right? But he's from Mexico. But the American fans, we don't have a household name. I mean, yeah, Tank is probably the one that's closest to it, but my mama don't know who Tank is. Real talk. My mama don't know who Gervonta Davis is. My daddy barely know who Gervonta Davis is.
My mama
right?
Yeah.
But I'm saying overall, you go ask the lady across the street, she don't know who Tank is. She don't know who Ryan Garcia is, right? We don't got a household name. We don't have a Mike Tyson, a Sugar Ray Leonard, a Floyd Mayweather. We don't. That's all I'm saying. But you put these niggas on a reality TV series, I don't know, they might hurt each other, but man, they gonna be bigger than they be big as Michael Jordan and Mike Tyson was in the 80s and 90s. I'm talking about that right there. Jake Paul to me ain't no like I respect Jake Paul. I'm not gonna shit on Jake Paul because he do take his craft serious, but he came from a whole different genre, dog. He came from that world already. So I'm talking about you put Tank Davis.
They had big ass followers and shit.
Yeah, he already had a big, but nigga, you put these niggas, because boxing is a soap opera, dog. You know what I'm saying? Man, put Ryan, just even them through. We gonna leave the rest of them out. We gonna leave Tank and Devin out the situation, right? Put Ryan Garcia, motherfucking Pitbull Cruz, he the little motherfucker, the big head motherfucker that can't speak English, right? Ryan Garcia, Pitbull Cruz, and Rollie in a house together, dog, and have a little reality TV series. Man, that shit'll go off. All the way off. You tell me, man, everybody tuning into that shit. Huh? Everybody. That's some shit your mama gonna want to tune into when she find out about it. My mama go, man, everybody gonna watch that shit.
No, you got. I ain't gonna fake it with y'all. You got to put Tank and Devin in there if you want my mama to watch the motherfucker.
If you put Tank in, but see, then if you put Tank and Devin in there, and if them niggas don't throw hands, hey, that's like putting Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford on a reality TV series in the house together, right? And
like
them niggas go, and then niggas film 10 episodes and don't throw hands, and they've been talking shit back and forth for 5 years.
Oh no, you know Tank enough. You know Tank got an anger problem already. Bitch ass nigga. Oh, you ain't shit. Look at you, nigga. Boy, you want to be me, boy. I'm your daddy.
See, you gotta make it. You gotta make it. So
my dad told me. My dad.
You gotta make it worthwhile. You gotta make it worthwhile. So you like, hey man, y'all gonna fuck up all the money. We gonna pay y'all $5 million each to film 10 episodes, whatever, what a big amount. But if you put your hands on somebody, that's it.
Need some of them Vince McMahon scripts.
Huh?
Need some of them Vince McMahon scripts for the ass.
Yeah, you put your hands on somebody. That's y'all can get in. Y'all can do all that, but you put your hands on somebody. Gonna put their hands on somebody for sure.
Yeah, like making a band. Nah, you can't. Nah, I think they understand. Like, nah, because you motherfuckers still got to
fight. Motherfucking Tank little ass to be the jumped up and I who get Devin ass man, motherfucking Dad, he hit me, Dad. He fucked up the bag, Dad.
Kill him, Dad. Dad, I'm about to kill him, Dad. Dad, I'm going to fucking kill him, Dad.
Hey, man.
Stay right there, son. I'm on my way. You don't stay there, son. I'm on my way, son. I'm on my way. I told y'all, to keep that little nigga away from my son. Now, I told y'all about this shit. I'm in that bitch. I go to jail behind Devin Haney. Haney is something else, cuz.
Hey, he touched me, Dad. I'm going to fuck his ass up, Dad.
Him up, Dad. I fucked him up, Dad. I'm doing what you told me. What you doing, Dad? I'm looking for the knife.
Motherfucker, hey, Devin gonna be calling Bill every time some shit go down. Motherfucker, Tank gonna be fighting niggas for fucking with his purse collection and shit.
Fuck my dude, dog. Talking about the purse collection, dog. Fuck my dude, dog. Ain't no purse. It's a man bag. Hey, hold on. Nigga that turn person to man bags and shit.
Hey, this nigga Tank gonna be stealing on niggas.
It's a man bag.
Oh shit. Nigga, you was in my purse. Nigga, I know you was in my purse.
Nigga, I said my man bag. Nigga, that's a purse. Nigga, it's a man bag. Nigga, that's a clutch. Nigga, it's a man pouch.
Oh man, hold on, man. Oh shit, man.
Calling purses man bags, calling clutches man pouches and shit. They stole everything from the women. The women can't have shit nowadays.
Man.
Took the skirts. Man. Niggas wearing the skirts. I'd love to see a woman in a skirt. How these niggas in the skirts?
Man, ain't no shit, nigga. Them is purses. That's a whole different. Those are purses. It's a whole different conversation that I ain't gonna get into right now. But man, segue into that, right? They need a reality TV series on some real shit, right? Because man, do you know it'll take boxing to a whole nother level.
I mean,
like the UFC, how I really, really, really got locked into the UFC. Of course, I used to watch the UFC back when it first came out in the early 90s, like 91, 92, that I think that's when they first, I had a black box as a kid and we used to watch it. But when I really, really got locked in the UFC and they started doing that Ultimate Fighter, the Ultimate Fighter, people talk about, oh man, UFC, they passed boxing because of this and that and this. Nah, because they had the Ultimate Fighter and they stuck with it. And that Ultimate Fighter, that shit was popping.
Diego Sanchez, my dog, in the Ultimate Fighter, boy.
Bro, that shit was popping. And it took the UFC to another level because you got to know who they were on a personal level. Like, you know what I'm saying? That camera around 24/7. They fighting, they doing all type of shit. You know which ones is nuts, and it just make you want to see them. Make you want to see them more in the ring. and boxing needs something like that. So hopefully they could do something like that with some of these up and coming fighters. You know, with this PBC thing or whatever, man, they need to do something new in boxing for people to say, yeah, okay, you know, we want to see this.
Think about the 24/7s in a you know what I'm saying, the all access. You don't get that unless it's fights coming up. But if you had that shit yearly around, you know what I'm saying, maybe that'd make these fighters stay in shape more as well. But I know some of them, you know, they want their personal life and shit like that, which I can understand. But like you're saying, if they come up with some shit like that, now you sign up for it. You know, we with you yearly round. You know what I'm saying? Hey, your name really getting known because that's what reality TV has taken over, bro. So if you start a boxing reality TV show where you know you're going around the world with these fighters and shit, you don't got to put them in the same house. You know what I'm saying? But if you like riding around with the camera, we not saying it, well, that's what it is. You in their life, so you in these motherfucker life 24/7, however long the show is, whatever the situation is. But if you recording them, seeing the shit going down as it going down, right? Then that shit will bring you more recognition, and it will bring more recognition to the sport, like you say, because your mama on TV all day looking for new shows, and somehow, some way, she go click past it and stop and look a little bit. You know what I mean? So I feel like that'd be something smooth to try to implement into the fight game if they try to do something different, like you say, to try to get more eyes or things of that nature. But these motherfuckers be so square off, and who knows? Motherfuckers might be doing some illegal shit. They don't want people to find out, or who knows, bro? But that'll be something to think about to elevate the notoriety of boxing and elevate yourself. You feel me?
Man. Well, the real house man of boxing. I don't know what you gonna call it, but that should be lit though, man. Especially in what I would do is I would take the probably like 6 star fighters that's already like known, cause them like and then have them like segue and introduce like some of the young killers coming up. I don't know, but man, it'll be lit. That shit'll be hard. We need to do something like that in boxing. But
the Ultimate Fighter, that was the shit, bro.
Yeah, Ultimate Fighter was the shit. That's what put the UFC over the map, like over top. That's what put UFC on top of that Ultimate Fighter. But with that being said, right, Devin Haney and Gervonta Davis and Devin Haney, however you want to say it, man. I spoke on this, and I'm not gonna go into the whole spiel, right? But when what's his name? Turkey Ali Sheik, when he said what he said, that the fight that he would like is Gervonta Davis fighting Devin Haney in Saudi Arabia, right? A lot of people was against it. Mostly, I'm gonna keep it real. A lot of Gervonta Davis diehard fans, they was against that shit. They ain't want to hear that shit. It was a lot of things and reasons why they said they didn't want Gervonta Davis to go over there and fight Devin Haney, right? Now, my take on it is that I understand what people saying if they were going to give us the fight in America, right? If the promoters was going to get together and actually make the fight happen. Well, yeah, I would much rather have it over here. But the way things were playing out, to me, it was looking plain and clear that that fight wasn't going to go down at all, right? They weren't going to make that fight happen. You had Leonard Ellaby telling you every chance that he got that the fight wasn't ready. You had him saying that Devin is not a big enough draw. Gervonta Davis ain't taking no pay cuts. You had Gervonta Davis's whole team really backing that up, also saying that Tank ain't taking no pay cuts. Devin ain't big enough. The fight ain't big enough yet, and all of that, right? With that being said, you have Devin Haney walking around, and he big as hell. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? You see Devin Haney walking around when he don't have no fight. He looking like he's in 180 pounds, right? He 180 something. Just keep it a buck. So I looked at the situation and I say, look, man, the fight wasn't gonna happen anyway, because if they saying that the fight ain't ready now, right? Then Devin just did a pay-per-view and they used that against him because they said, well, he don't sell pay-per-view, so he showed you that the fight ain't ready now. And Tank ain't taking no pay cut. So I'm looking at the situation like, okay, well, this fight ain't happening. Because if they talking about 2025, Devin already at 147. The longer this plays out, the bigger Devin gonna get, and he gonna have to move up in weight, right? He just got to 140, and they already talking about going to 147. So I'm looking at the situation like, well, the fight is not gonna happen in America anyway. So if this man, Turkey, Ali Sheik, or what's his name again?
I just say His Excellency.
Yeah, His Excellency. If this man is saying, well, if these promoters don't want to make it, I'll do it, and I'll pay both of these fighters their highest payday. He didn't say all that, right? So let's just make that clear. He didn't say what he was gonna pay him, but I'm pretty sure common sense would tell y'all that if they were to go over there and fight, he already know that he gonna have to pay Tank more money than he's ever made in the U.S., and he gonna have to pay Devin the same thing. So if he willing to do it, if he willing to give Gervonta Davis his highest payday, he willing to do the same thing for Devin. If we weren't gonna get the fight anyway, I'd rather see the fight. I don't give a fuck if we got to go to Money Brown TV backyard and watch that bitch. If everybody is getting paid what they getting paid, that's cool. That ain't none of my business in the first place, but I want to see the fight. So I was excited, and it gave me some hope. Like, okay, now, it's some hope that we might get the fight. If it got to be over there in Saudi, I'm cool with that. I'm tripping. If we wasn't gonna get it anyway, right? This is the key thing, Money, because see, a lot of people always hear you, but they don't comprehend what the fuck you saying. You know what I'm saying? So they'll hear what you say, they'll hear you, but they're not comprehending, right? They're not comprehending, they're not getting nothing you saying. So all I'm saying is that if we weren't getting the fight in the first place, if we weren't gonna get the fight, what's the fucking problem with getting it over in Saudi? I'd rather see the fight than not see it at all. Plain and simple. If I break it down, and simplify it for people. Well, a lot of fans, they wasn't feeling that shit. They'd rather not see it at all if it has to be in Saudi. Right? And I'm speaking from the live stream that I did, because I had people in my comments, I had people get up here and tell me that, nah, F that, they can't tell Tank what to do, and it was just a grip of excuses. So I'm like, do y'all want to see the fight or do y'all not want to see the fight? Now, when we have somebody that shines a light and give us hope that it can actually be made, y'all don't want to see it. So I don't know, right? But anyway, with all that being said, Gervonta Davis, he comes out and he says that they pissed him off, right? Speaking of His Excellency, I don't know what that's about. I was confused. He said that I'm gonna read y'all verbatim what he said. So I don't twist the man's words up. He says, hold on, man. What the fuck? Hold on. So, damn, that ain't it. Did I put it in? Hold on, let me check this one. Hold on. Okay. Man, where the fuck did I put this shit? Hold on, y'all give me a second. Okay, Gervonta Davis, he says, they made me mad. If they want me, they got to send me something to my front door, like 2 Ferraris or something. And then he say, like, before I even think about going over there. So he didn't shoot it down, but to me, he pretty much was like, I'm not effing with them. And he says that if they want to F with me, if they want me to go over there and fight Devin, they got to send me something to my doorstep, like 2 Ferraris. Basically, they gonna have to send me something big up front before I even consider talking to them. Now, I'm confused, right? I'm not finna make no breaking news videos and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Lying about what this man is mad about because I don't know. You know what I'm saying? If anybody in here knows what he pissed off about, y'all can let me know. I don't know what he mad about. Real talk. But maybe he had some prior dealings with them. Maybe he mad because they said his name in an interview with Devin. I don't know. So, you know, I don't know. But anyway, now he said 2 Ferraris or some shit like that before he even considered thinking about going over, talking and doing business with them. Well, that ain't shit. They can send 2 Ferraris to his doorstep. Bill Haney, you know, Bill Haney love this shit. This right up his alley. So Bill Haney, he gets on his Instagram and said, "Hey, where you want us to send them to? We got the 2 Ferraris for you, Tank. Where we need to send them to, man? I love this shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. Like Bill be popping that shit. I ain't gonna lie. He lie a lot, but he be popping this shit. Tank, where do we need to send the Ferraris to?" Hey, so you know, I mean, it's not like we talking to just any regular, you know, 9-to-5 job working men here, right? They can send him 3 Ferraris if that's what he want. They gave, I believe they gave Deontay Wilder a Rolls Royce, right? Now I might be wrong, but it was somebody it was one of them fighters. Maybe it was Tyson Fury. One of them fighters, they gave him a Rolls Royce, brand new, fully loaded baked potato. They gave him the loaded baked potato money, fully loaded, dog.
You know that's the same man that sent Lil Wayne that Lamborghini truck.
Yeah, so they can definitely send Gervonta Davis 2 Lamborghinis if that's what he want. Now, if that's what he asked for, if they send that nigga 2 Lamborghinis to his doorstep and he don't do business with them. See, this is my thing, right? I don't know if Gervonta Davis was dead serious. You know, I don't know. Like, you know, I'm not even finna try to dig that deep into it, right? But the thing is if they give him what he's asking for and then he still doesn't negotiate with them, he still doesn't pay them no attention, then now it's real beef. Now it's beef. Because I didn't give you what you asked for, and now you still trying to, you know, blow me off. So, I mean, how do they solve this situation? That's what I'm asking. How do you solve a situation? Do you give him whatever he wants? You know what I'm saying? If he talking about Lamborghinis and some shit, do you just, okay, you want 2 Lamborghinis, bam, here it is. That's your front doorstep. We didn't ship these Lamborghinis off to you. Let's do business. Because they can do that shit easy. It ain't nothing to them. Them 2 Lamborghinis is like you pulling $10 out your pocket and giving it to your kids. Man, maybe not even debt to them.
They rent them motherfuckers over in Dubai as fun toys. Them cars ain't shit right to them.
But man, and salute to everybody in the building, frequent flyer, uptown boy, everybody in the building, man. What's your thoughts on this whole situation, man?
That's my thoughts, right? Looking at the whole grand scheme of things. Your Excellency, you know, he's saying he don't got that much time. I don't know if there's something wrong with him, or I don't know, you know what I'm saying, what his health, you know, situation is like and things of that nature. So, you know, he's a boxing fan. You know what I mean? So he wants to bring the biggest and the best fights to Dubai. You know what I mean? Or to his country where he at, right? Which I get it. And I can respect that. If you got the money to spend it, spend that shit. You can't take it to the grave with you. And he say, you know, they money, that shit is unlimited. So when it comes down to the situation with Tank, bro, we still have to remember that he has a promotional company that he's dealing with and a shrewd businessman in Al Heyman as well. So, like, if for that fight to even think about, you know, moving forward, you're going to have to talk to Godfather Al. And, you know, Tank could be right there because, you know, he's in control of his own destiny now. So, you know, you're going to have to get on the phone with Al Heyman and things of that nature to see, what's the real emotion. But with Tank saying what he's saying, or they done piss me off or things of that nature, I don't know what that can be. I mean, I don't know what it is. Like I say, did they have previous dealings? Did they talk to each other already and it went one way? But I can't see, what I'm saying, him putting all that money up and not looking for a gain in return. So it's not just he putting the money up and because we got so much money, we just for to give y'all the money. No, I don't think it's that. But we just gotta wait and see how things play out. Now, for us the fight going over to Saudi Arabia, right? I said Dubai, I'm sorry, but Saudi Arabia. For us the fight going over to Saudi Arabia and shit like that. Some of these fighters they don't wanna go across country. You know what I'm saying? Like now, yeah, if you want them dudes that feel like, look, man, I want to fight right here at home, on our time schedule, where my family can come see the fight, my homies and things of that nature, right? Because you can't fly everybody to Saudi Arabia and things of that nature, right? Some of these dudes don't be wanting to leave the country. You know what I'm saying? We know Tank with this situation, with the jail situation, he can't leave no way. So we don't even know what that's gonna take effect on. But I feel where you coming from, Keith, when you say things like, look, if this fight wasn't never going to take place because this person saying he want this dollar, this person want that dollar, you can't get the investors to give him this or give him that, then look, man, I got a suggestion right here. Here go the money right here. Y'all bring the fight over here. Because like I said, if he's paying the type of money that they asking for, I'm not mad at him for wanting to fight in Saudi Arabia. I get it. I get it like a motherfucker. If I'm going to pay all this money, I'm not fit to move across. I'm not fit to pay all the money. Then I have to come to you motherfuckers. No. I'm gonna give my people something, right? Because he's entertaining his people at the same time. So I'm gonna bring it here to where I'm at, where I can chill on my homeland. You know what I mean, and do my thing. So that's a situation. But like what Al Heyman was with Earl and Bud, he wasn't gonna let nobody touch the fight until he really look at everything and things of that nature. But like you say, Keith, they saying money ain't an issue, but how much money is you willing to pay? You know what I mean? Now these motherfuckers ain't no Floyd Canelo or Oscar Floyd. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like you got to come out no fucking, oh, you know what? You deserve 100 million. You deserve 100 million. Because in reality, they don't deserve no fucking $100 million. You feel me? Now, Tank did make 50 on his last fight with Ryan. We don't know what it'll do on pay-per-view over here. So business is tricky, bro. You know what I mean? Business is tricky. So do y'all really want to fight each other? Because everybody they just blame Tank. I think Tank in the situation of is Bill over there running his mouth to Your Excellency, because no Bill over there slick talking like a motherfucker. Your Excellency, inshallah, we can make this fight come here, and all I ask for, what I mean, this, that. So I think what they want, Key, is they want the money on the table, right? The money on the table, and then however you talking about put into the pot, then they look at the percentage of it and shit like that. I don't know what it can be with these motherfuckers. Like I say, they all divas nowadays. All these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers think they just call all the shots and just, but we'll just have to wait and see how it play out. But I don't know, Key, man. It's just funny. It's just funny how it's a lot of money out there though, man. It's a lot of money out there. Will y'all get it, or will y'all, what I'm saying, fuck around and miss out on that big money train? And then something go wrong in your shit, motherfucker try to double back, you looking dumb as fuck.
To me, bro, it's like this, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like the situation with Anthony Joshua and Wilder, right? They was offering Anthony Joshua $50 million up front, and he passed it up because he listened to Eddie Hearn. You know what I'm talking about? This is a true story. Anthony Joshua still haven't made $50 million in the fight. That's a fact. So, yeah, Anthony Joshua, he been making big money, just like Gervonta Davis. He been making big money. But if you got somebody telling you that they gonna pay you more money than you made in your entire career to fight this other man that y'all both been acting like y'all been wanting to fight each other for years, but the promoters and the people around y'all are telling y'all the fight ain't ready, it ain't big enough, it ain't enough money in it. But now you got somebody that's ready to solve that and put y'all in the ring and call both of y'all motherfuckers bluffs, right? Because this all this is, right? Who calling who bluff right now? Who really want to fight, dog? Who really want to, like all that other bullshit? Who really want to fight? The money is on the table. That's what y'all be crying about is money all the time. We gonna make it happen, right? Now, when you get to, if that's the case, Tank needs to go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, take that shit, right? Fuck what anybody else talking about. This is what you do for a living, right? This is what you do for a living. You can't have everything ain't gonna be perfect, right? Well, I want it in this arena. I don't want it here, and I don't want. Nah, man, you now you starting to ask for too much, because it's niggas in the hood that got the same amount of talent that y'all two do, that's fighting each other for free. So now we gotta lay the red carpet out. We gotta massage you to the ring and all that shit to pay you $50-60 million. We gotta do all this extra shit to do something that you wanted to do since you was a kid, to put hands on another man. Like, bro, so all this extra shit, if the man is willing to make the fight happen and pay both of these fighters what nobody else was willing to do, if this is your profession, to me, you got to go do that. So what I'm saying is, if Gervonta Davis is a grown man, we know what Leonard Ellaby and everybody else, what they've been saying, right? It's his duty to go get that fucking bag, right? It's his duty. So the least thing that he can do is, let me see what dude talking about. Let me sit down with him. Let me get my legal team. Let's go sit down with him and let's see what they talking about. If when my legal team look over it, if everything not adding up, we good. But let's at least see. Simple as that. Because we forget, man, we get on here and we like to argue back and forth. A lot of these niggas money, they be wanting to fight you if you say something bad about their favorite fighter, right? And we tend to forget that they getting paid to do this. This is their profession, right? Just like whatever y'all do, if you a truck driver and you get in the truck and you got to go across to wherever to pick up a load, that's your profession. Just like this is their profession, bro. So I think like money, what you were saying is most of these fighters is divas nowadays, bro. We got to stop this diva shit. We got to stop it, bro. You know what I'm saying? When they give you everything you want when it comes to money, because that's the excuse, and I'm not saying that Tank is using no excuse or none of that, right? I'm saying that's the excuse or not even the excuse, right? That's a problem in boxing when it comes to most fighters fighting another opponent that everybody want to see them fight, right? Money. Maybe the promoter don't want to put the money that the fighters think they deserve. Maybe the promoters don't want to take the risk on losing money by paying these fighters such and such amount of money. But when you got somebody that's willing to fix all of that, yeah, it might not be in your fucking backyard where you feel comfortable at. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you still on the even playing field. Devin Haney don't fight in Devin Haney is not from Saudi. Gervonta Davis is not from Saudi. So if you're able to go over there and make the fight happen, make it happen if they're willing to pay you what you're asking for. Now, with all that being said, I know a lot of people are saying that Tank is not allowed to go over there and this and that. Well, of course, Tank would have to do this when he get that ankle monitor off, right? He got an ankle monitor on right now, and the judge, she ain't budging right now. So we know that fight ain't gonna happen next. But if y'all can work out something whenever this year it gotta happen. Like I said, this year it gotta happen. If y'all can work that shit out. I'm not gonna get into the weight and all that extra shit because we'll be on here tomorrow going back and forth about all that shit, right? And I think me and Money, we pretty much agreed on the weight issue anyway. We pretty much solved that problem for y'all. before, if y'all ain't heard us talk about it. But you know, the money, that was the biggest issue. If he telling y'all that, hey, I'm willing to go ahead and put that on and solve all y'all money issues, man, make it happen. Y'all don't, you're not in the sport long enough anyway. It ain't like that they gonna have most likely they not about to have no fucking 20-year lucrative career and retire. Nah, you stay in the game that long, you probably gonna be fucking punch drunk and broke. You know, so get that bag while you can, man, and do
Key.
what you've been on social media bluffing that you want to do, and that's to both of these fighters for years.
Think about this, Key. Now, when we look at Ali Frazier, Thriller in Manila.
I'm a money. I got it, man. I gotta go. I gotta go take a piss real quick. I'm so talk. I hear you because I'm putting it on my phone.
All right.
So I'm gonna hear what you're saying. So go ahead and cook.
Yeah.
Hold on real quick.
Think about Ali Frazier, Ali Foreman, Thriller in Manila, Rumble in the Jungle. They was leaving outside the country making them fights happen. Don King was moving fights around and around, and that don't just because you're going somewhere, it ain't in your backyard. It's actually growing your name to be realistically. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be known in a whole other country with a whole another fucking fan base that you can probably pick up on if you go put on a hell of a show and a fantastic performance. You know what I'm saying? So that shit could work out in your favor. Now, my thing is, you know, do Tank feel like Bill Haney trying to negotiate for him behind closed doors? It's another thing. You know what I'm saying? One thing a fighter don't like, I think one thing nobody will like is for another person to go negotiate for you and tell you what you're going to get when you feel like you're the A side. You know what I mean? Now, I'm just speaking from these perspectives. Not saying this shit is what it is or things of that nature, but when you speak from these perspectives and you see how, you know, certain individuals is about being in control of shit, you know what I'm saying? When you earned it as well, because Gervonta Tank Davis did earn an A side. Let's be realistic. Bill and his son know Gervonta Tank Davis is the A side. Let's be realistic. But you can't be over there negotiating for another man either. You know what I'm saying? You can't be over there saying, oh, you know what, Your Excellency? Because Bill is a slick motherfucker. He trying to get ahead of the curve. You know what I'm saying? Before you come to the curve. You know what I mean? So he'll try to know every little thing and every little move to where, you know, it's this, that, and the third. So, you know, if it's a situation like that where he's trying to negotiate for this man behind his back, then that could throw a motherfucker off, because now you can feel like, oh man, this dude over here talking to these people and you listening to them, but you ain't talking to my team. You know what I'm saying? You talking to him and his team. You can get the fuck out of my face with that. So that could be a certain situation that's going on. You know what I mean? Because Bill, we seen him over there already. We already seen them having conversations with Your Excellency and things of that nature. So who knows what that situation can be? But on the flip side of it, right? If the fight is not here in America, you know, and I'm gonna say this, I'm not gonna say Tank don't have a right to say where the fight should be, because when you're the A side, we always see the A side, you know what I mean, can say where the fight is gonna be at, whether it's Vegas, New York, you know what I mean, wherever the big arenas at to pull in the crowd. So, you know, they usually have say so. But in this case, we still have to monitor in the promotion company. You know what I'm saying? We know Al Heyman is a shrewd businessman to where he feel like, look, man, if we put this fight on, right, we got the rights to this fight. Who knows what this fight gonna come out and be? Who knows how much this fight is going to sell? That'd be the whole thing with business, bro. You know what I mean? Especially with Al. When we going on pay-per-view and we doing a big-time pay-per-view, this motherfucker just might hit. You never know what it's going to hit. You know what I'm saying? You never know what the number's going to be. So it's like you is playing Russian roulette. You feel me? With a big-ass fight. And, you know, a hit and miss. You know what I mean? A hit and miss. Like he said about Wilder and Joshua. I remember Barry Hearn, not Eddie, Barry, the one who really run Matchroom, right? I remember Barry Hearn saying, yeah, right now it's $100 million fight with Wilder and Anthony Joshua. But if we hold off, it can be a $2 million fight or maybe even a $3 million fight, you know? But if you miss and one of them lose, then you have to say, you know what? That's one we let get away. So they promoters are willing to gamble a little bit with a fight to try to drag it out as long as they could and try to make it as big as they think it can be. You feel me? Now, we seen some fights pan out. We seen some get fucked over. You feel me? So, and I will say, we heard my brother Tank say he want to fight Devin. He want to knock his ass out. He's on his hit list. You know what I'm saying? He want to put his dick in the dirt. And I want to see him knock his motherfucking chin loose. You know what I'm saying? Rock his stockings, shake his legs, beat his ass. You feel me? I want to see that. Yeah, it's all you little Devin Haney fanatics out there. Yeah, I want to see Tank beat his ass. I want to see it. You know what I mean? So if you're really serious about, you know what I'm saying, fighting this, man, like he said, it don't have to be next because we know the situation with you and your legal shit. You know what I mean? But if the man is talking big money and he got big money, then come on, man, you gotta sit down and talk. You feel me? You have to, you know what I mean, say, hey man, let me go see what he's talking about, because that ain't just a situation for Devin Haney. That's an avenue now. I mean, that's an avenue. You are a free agent. But another thing is this too, y'all. With PBC going to Prime, right? They going to Prime or whatever fucking network they going to. Do Al Heyman want to say those fights for you know, his business partners? Because if you're doing business, right, and you telling these people that I'm gonna bring you the biggest and the best fights, right? I'm gonna bring you the biggest and the best fights because your excellency ain't the only one with deep pockets in this motherfucking world now. You understand? You ain't the only one with deep pockets in this world now, right? So is that a fight where Al probably saying, you know what? Nah, I ain't giving this fight to your excellency. Your excellency can sit his ass right there and be excellent in Saudi Arabia and bring the Joshuas and the Furies and the motherfucking Francis and Ngannous and motherfucking Conor McGregor's and them some big names I'm naming though, right? The motherfucker had Christian Ronaldo and Conor McGregor sitting on the side of him. Hold on, Keith. He had Christian Ronaldo and Conor McGregor sitting on the side of him just as friends. You feel me? So he can get some stars over there now. But if Al Heyman has a business situation going on, is they like, oh, hold on now, Al. We ain't letting you take no fucking Tank over there with Devin Haney. We want that fight right here on our platform. We want the rights to that fight. We need to do this and do that. Now you got competition, Key. So it's like, okay, you actually, we're hearing what you're saying, but do we have, you know, on the flip side, we doing business over here, and we, you know what I'm saying, got some shit going on for Tank in this bitch, to where if we can bring the Devin Haney and the Tank fight to this platform, then, you know, they willing to put this up. So I don't know, man. You know, this shit is all speculation. But at the same time, you know, we do see your excellency saying he's ready to drop, you know what I'm saying, a nice penny on this type of shit to, you know what I'm saying, get the ball rolling to try to, you know, take the first foot. Well, let's just say negate one of the situations, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's going to be, man, like I say, man, this diva shit going on now where everybody, the biggest and the baddest. And a lot of y'all just be blaming Tank. You know what I'm saying? I ain't just gonna blame Tank on this one, man. You know, but that I'll say that for another day. But go ahead, Keith.
Well, my take, right? If it is, I know I heard you say, you know, about the Al Heyman. It could be a situation to where Al's like, nah, hell no. Nah. You know what I'm saying? We got what we got for Tank over here. And if that fight gonna happen anywhere, it gotta be over here. Well, if they're not putting their foot forward, if Al Heyman ain't putting his foot forward, right, to make it happen, right? And you got somebody over there offering Tank a big bag like that, well then, bro, you fucking up my bag. You messing up my money. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say it's up to Gervonta Davis, right, to let them know you're not gonna F up my bag, dog. Hold on real quick.
All right, go ahead. But I'm gonna say not necessarily, because you could look ahead, but you do business one fight at a time. You do business one fight at a time, regardless what any other motherfucker say. Well, you know, Tank did it with Ryan and Hector Garcia. He did it with him, so he can do it over here. No, now we talking about big money like that. You feel me? So I feel like you do it one fight at a time. And Tank, I don't think they'll never look at Al Heyman as you fucking up my bag. I don't think Tank will look at Al Heyman like that. You feel me? Al know what he's talking about, and they're going to listen to him because he treated them this good from now on, you know. So it's like, well, we're not going to just run off on Al and do business with another motherfucker because, you know, Al did this for us, he did that for us. And, you know what I'm saying, the ones that he treat good, you know, and I ain't saying he treat none bad, but the ones that speak highly of him, oh, they loyal to the soil. They're loyal to the soil. I think Tank is loyal to the soil with Al, like Earl is loyal to the soil with Al. And I feel like Al is not going to, you know, fuck their money up in that aspect because he's the one that want to put that money in their bank account and teach them about investments and shit of that nature so they can have their money for the long run. So I just feel like it comes down to your excellency ain't the only one with deep pockets. You know what I mean? He talk about the money now and the fight ain't happening now. So we're not going to touch on that yet because, you know what I'm saying, we not on that fight right now. We on this right here, what we're trying to do with Tank, launch off our shit with Prime or I forgot whatever network they go. I keep saying Prime. If I'm wrong, excuse me, y'all. But whatever network that they're going to, they want to get that shit up and moving, right? Show them that they got a good relationship with them and not talk about taking Tank elsewhere when we're trying to lock down this deal with who we locking down the deals with. Because if we start talking about taking Tank here for this fight and there for this fight and there for this fight and here for this fight, then it's like, hey, look here. Well, what big fights are you bringing us? Because, you know, that's one of the biggest of the fights when we talking about for Gervonta Tank Davis. You know what I'm saying? So we want that. You know what I mean? Of course, there's other names out there, but that's one of the fights that we're looking at to have on our platform. And that's, you know what I'm saying? We're willing to work with you guys. Like, you just can't go slam the door on us and jump over there because he's saying he got this, because he's going to have stipulations as well. So what the fuck are his stipulations that, you know what I'm saying, that'll make us or make Tank say, oh, y'all got me fucked up. Send me 2 Ferraris to my front door, right? We just don't know the situation that's going on behind the shit. You feel me? So I like to wait and see how things play out. But, you know, if this fight ain't happening next in the first place, then, you know what I'm saying, just negotiating, talking about it, is nothing wrong with that, right? I ain't gonna say negotiate. Let me stop there, y'all. Just talking about it just to see, you know what I'm saying, touch the surface on it to see, you know what I'm saying, hearing a few numbers and shit like that. But they done big business before, you know what I'm saying? If Tank put in 50 versus Ryan, you know what I'm saying, they done big business before. You know what he put in with Canelo, you know what he put in with Floyd and shit like that. 300 million with Floyd and Pac. 100 something with McGregor, 100 something with Oscar, 100 something with Nello, you know. So they know the realm of big business. So they're not just gonna jump the gun because your excellency saying he got this for the fight, you know what I'm saying. But like I say, you just never know, bro. You just never know. So I just like to wait to see how things play out, you know what I'm saying, in the long run. But like I said, and I stand on this because right now, they made a mark in the sport to where, you know, they got some accolades and shit like that. But like I said, they still not Floyd. They still not Oscar. You know what I mean? Those was next levels. You feel me? Next level. So at the same time, I feel what you're saying, Key. I can't discredit what you're saying because it's like, look, bro, if for instance, all right, you get the Prime deal, bam. All right, let's just say now they want to negotiate with you and Devin Haney now. What if they talking about, oh, well, shit, we not giving you no fucking $50 motherfucking million or no this. We'll give you somewhere around 20, and I'll give him somewhere around this. Then you might be looking back like, damn, man, did I fuck up not taking? You feel me? So that's why I say you never know. This should be a tricky business. But well, I know these other pockets is deep as well. It ain't just your excellency. You feel me? But go ahead, Keith.
This is the thing. It come down to money, right? All the bullshit aside, Gervonta Tank Davis has been popping shit to Devin Haney for at least for the past 6 years. Devin Haney been popping shit to Tank for the past 6 years, right? Like I said, niggas get in the street and fight for free every day. I'm not finna jerk you off to get you to take $50-60 million to fight another man. What is we talking about? All that Al Heyman shit and all of that. If Al Heyman is saying no, and he not willing to put up the money, because before his excellency came and said anything, wasn't nobody else talking about making the fight happen. It was a million excuses on why the fight is not ready. So if this man is coming and he willing to give you, right, I can't let nobody else make these decisions for me no more. I'm a 30-year-old grown ass man, right? I'm already rich. So if this man is the one that's saying he can make me 50 times more richer than I already am, what is the problem? His niggas fighting for free every day. Like, right? So, man, that's what it comes down to for me, right? He got to go and see what that man is talking about. If everything sound good, his legal team say it sound good, but then you got Leonard Ellaby and Al Heyman, because I'm not even gonna say Al Heyman, because Al Heyman ain't never said a word, right? But you got other people on your team, right? Like Leonard Ellaby, of course, he ain't gonna want that shit to happen over there, right? You got other people that's advising you not to do it for their own, right? Because they for their own, shit that they have invested in you. But nah, you got to take that shit up on your own now. I'm not finna let no other man F me out of $50-60 million on some shit that y'all telling me, oh, we gonna get it done over here, when y'all ain't showed me that. Unless I got something, first of all, when it comes to, right, PBC, right, I know you said that it could be a situation to where PBC might want to fight over there, and they, okay, well, first of all, they can't promise Tank a motherfucking thing if they don't have Devin Haney under contract. They can't promise him shit. It goes back to the same situation with Terrence Crawford and Bob Arum. Bob Arum couldn't promise him no Errol Spence. How you gonna promise me a man that's not under your promotional company, right? So you can't promise or even say that y'all can make the fight over there on the PBC, because wait, hold on. You can't even say that y'all can make it over there on the PBC unless you have something in writing from Devin Haney and his people, right? So that's one thing. Another thing is, if you got Leonard Ellaby, somebody that is high up working for you, right? That's high up, a part of your promotional company, that's saying that the fight ain't right, that the fight ain't ready yet, it can't happen now, and all of that shit. Well, I mean, bro, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that fight wasn't gonna happen no time soon at all. And also, ain't nobody putting no $50-60 million or whatever it may be, right? We just putting out numbers, but we know that we don't even start this conversation unless you offering me more money than I've been making, right? We don't even start this conversation unless you already offering me more money than what I made in my last fight. So I think we agreeing to that, right? But if that's the case, if they're doing that, ain't nobody throwing that type of money in your face, bro. This is boxing. This ain't the NBA. This ain't the, you know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about the NBA. We ain't talking about Major League Baseball. We talking about boxing. So the paydays don't come around like that often, if ever, in boxing. So, bro, you cut the bullshit. If that's what it is, go over there, see what he's talking about. If he's talking about that money, make that shit happen. I see a lot of, and yeah, I'm gonna keep it a buck, because when I got to get on Devin Haney and Bill Haney helmet, y'all know I don't have no problem doing that, and I've done it plenty of times. But right now, and this, I'm not getting on Tank because I don't know what his issue is. He said he was mad or whatever. I don't know what his issue is with them, but other than that, right? I mean, hey. You on the even playing field. Devin is not from Saudi. You not from Saudi. So all that, oh man, he giving up his home field advantage and shit. At the end of the day, man, ain't no fucking fans in Las Vegas where they gonna have the fight at with Devin Haney and Gervonta Davis. Them fans can't get in there and fight for Tank nor Devin. Talking about he giving up his home field advantage. Man, ain't now one of them from over there. So that I've been here I didn't hear Money say that, but I've been hearing a lot of people, a lot of Gervonta Davis fans talk about he gonna give up. Why would you go over there and give up your home field advantage when you didn't work your whole life for this home? Man, first of all, right, besides money, Tank Davis don't deserve nothing that Devin don't deserve inside that ring. Besides money, Tank Davis is the A side, and that comes to money. He ain't done more than Devin has done in none of that in his career. He just ain't. You know what I'm saying? Besides money. So when it comes to that bullshit, oh man, because man, y'all see, if y'all seen the show on Monday, I'm going back and forth with my man, and he just arguing me down, talking about Tank ain't gonna give up his home field advantage, and he didn't fought his whole life, and he deserved his home field advantage. He gained home field at what? Fuck is y'all talking about his home field? He don't deserve nothing more than, and I'm not even a Devin Haney fan, y'all. But like I said, I could call this shit straight down the middle because I'm not invested to none of these fighters like that. Home field advantage, like what? You know what I'm saying? Like you haven't done more in the sport of boxing than he's done. And I'm not saying he's done more in the sport of boxing than you've done. Ain't now one of y'all niggas done no shit that just say, yeah, man, he deserved home field advantage. If it ain't talking about money, you know, oh man, he worked his whole career. Like I can understand if you have a situation to where you got Terrence Crawford against Jerron Boots Ennis, right? If you got that situation, you're like, man, Terrence Crawford didn't work his whole career. He didn't build his fan base up. He didn't, you know what I'm saying? He didn't fought this guy. He didn't did this and he didn't did that. You know, he deserved a home field advantage. Like say if the motherfucker Bud is like, man, I'll fight Boots, but he got to come to Omaha and fight me. Then you can say, well, yeah, he deserved his home field advantage. If that's what it's going to take for Jerron Boots Ennis to get a fight with Terrence Crawford, and Terrence Crawford is demanding that fight take place in Omaha, what the fuck can I say? But in this situation with Devin and Gervonta Davis, home field advantage, we're talking about them fighting in Las Vegas. If they don't fight, they're going to fight in Las Vegas. Like them fans that's cheering in the crowd or booing in the crowd can't get in that ring and fight for you. So if by this point in your career, if some cheers or boos is going to affect you, I don't think you would have never made it to the level that Devin made it to, and Tank would have never made it to the level that he made it to if at this point you worried about some cheers and boos and home field advantage. That's all some bullshit. We talking and making up a lot of bullshit for fighters that's making millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars, and we still want to coddle these niggas and treat them like fucking fragile care packages, treat them like Cabbage Patch dolls and shit. Man, these motherfuckers is supposed to be gladiators. They supposed to be fighters. What they supposed to be doing for a living. So no, I'm not finna get up here. Oh no. Oh well, man, no. If he willing to pay you, it's businesses first. If the business is right, which is the money, ain't no home field advantage, ain't none of that shit, ain't no fixed judges and all that shit, because it is what it is, man. Like we need to stop with the bullshit. Just like a lot of the Terrence Bud Crawford fans now. Yeah, y'all thought I was gonna let y'all off the hook. And Bud is a tremendous fighter, hell of a fighter, but money. A lot of these Bud fans, bro, all of a sudden, nigga, they the biggest Tim Tszyu advocates I've ever seen. I ain't heard none of these niggas say nothing about Tim Tszyu until the conversation came up with Boots Ennis or Tim Tszyu for Terrence Crawford.
Uh-huh.
When the conversation came up, when everybody was on Bud head about Boots Ennis, he ain't this and he ain't that, and the fight ain't this and that fight ain't that, and no, he don't deserve this and he don't deserve that. Now all of a sudden, he mentioned motherfucking Tim Tszyu, an Australian fighter. Now all of a sudden, these motherfuckers, the biggest Tim Tszyu have, man, you would think that they've been the biggest fans of Tim Tszyu throughout their whole goddamn lifespan. Everybody, Viva la Tim Tszyu. Everybody want Tim Tszyu. That is the best. Oh, we love that Tim Zoo fight. Hey man, we gotta stop this shit, right? We gotta stop this. And just all around. I just gotta hear what Gervonta Davis, he gotta say more than send me 2 Ferraris to my doorstep. If you're gonna get on social media and say some shit like y'all made me mad, at least let everybody know what they made you mad about, right? That I'm just saying, right? If you getting on here, if people getting on here crying about fighters need to show they motherfucking MRIs for us to believe them and all that shit, well, if you gonna get on social media and make a statement, this is my opinion. I would like to know where that statement pried from. Did he make you mad because he mentioned your name in an interview before speaking with you? Did you have prior dealings with them that made you mad? Like, what happened? You know what I'm saying? I want to know that because y'all made me mad. I don't know. Like, shit, I was confused with that situation. You know what I'm saying? But I just think it's a whole bunch of diva-ish shit going on in the sport of boxing. Why we got to get up here and beg these niggas to fight when they've been on social media bluffing for the past 6 years, like they, you know what I'm saying, like they want to fight each other so bad. And that's in the situation with Boots and Terrence Crawford also. You know what I'm saying? Bud been making, oh man, you could have fought me, you could have did, well, okay, now nigga, we both free. Stop talking about what I could have did and making up lies and we could have did this, and if you really want to fight, okay, we both free. Come to the table and see what they willing to put together for the fight. Straight up and down. But this is what it is, man. This is what it is. And this go for your favorite fighter, my favorite fighter, whoever it may be, right? When it comes to a situation to where that other fighter ain't no Rudy Poo, that other fighter ain't no motherfucking pushover, and it's a risk factor involved, these fighters, they want the most. They get to doing the most. They get to saying the most. Because they all have huge egos, and losing that O, take that ego down. And a lot of them don't be wanting to put that shit on the line. It just is what it is. Promoters don't be wanting to put that shit on the line. The managers don't be wanting to put that shit on the line. But like I said, all in all, the fighters don't be wanting to put that shit on the line. So y'all can chalk this shit up how you want to chalk it up. You know what I'm saying? Chalk it up how y'all want to chalk it up. And the fans don't be wanting to see their fighter lose. They be having a lot invested in their favorite fighter. Chalk it up how you want to chalk it up. It's the truth.
I can feel you on that one, Key. Like a motherfucker. You know what I mean? I look at it like this. When I overall, when you dealing with, when let's just say I'm your fighter, Key, right? And we having a nice fucking run. We having it our way. We doing our thing. If we sitting down and we got plans, then we're not going to deter ourselves from them plans. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what happened once you get certain fighters in certain position, and you know you want to make money with that fighter regardless. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they be having plans put in play, and they don't want to deter away from them plans. You know what I'm saying? When shit go down. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of motherfuckers coming, you know, with deep pockets and things of that nature. Now, speaking from a fan perspective, you know what I'm saying? Yes, you don't give a fuck where the fight is at. You want the fight. You want to see the fights you want to see and things of that nature. That's coming from a fan perspective. I get it. You know what I mean? I can't deny that. If you're a fan of boxing, used to seeing the big fights and shit like that. But with this business shit going on nowadays, bro, you know what I mean? How shit be shaking and baking. It's a whole lot of shit that goes on behind closed doors. You know what I mean? A whole lot of shit to where, you know, we only privileged to what they let us know. But even for Tank to say, if you want me to come over there, you got to send 2 Ferraris to my door. It's still let you know that he's willing to negotiate. That's what I take from that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all piss me off. It's still like he's willing to listen. But like I said earlier, shit, you can only fight one fight at a time. And if you try to negotiate something that you got going on already for your next fight, and it ain't Devin Haney at the moment, you know, I don't know if it's, like I say, conflict of interest or shit like that, because regardless of what we feel or what we say, what we want this to be, you got to go do this, you got to go do that. It's still conflict of interest when you sit down talking to somebody and you saying, oh, well, we want to bring this fight to you, but you're going over here to negotiate Tank and motherfucking Devin Haney. You know what I mean? That's the big fight. So you want to bring us this fight, you want us to give you this, but then you got Gervonta Tank Davis, because you motherfuckers know what they want the stars on, and they ain't giving them that many days. I ain't gonna say that many days, that many slots in a year frame, because Al Heyman is still looking for other places to put other fights. So they probably let your ass know, look, we want big fights over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta let us know, you gotta give us the big fight. So you never know what goes on behind closed doors with these people, how they negotiate and what their business is. So I feel you when you say Tank need to go get this and don't let this fall short. But like I said, they gonna believe in Al Heyman, man. If Al Heyman ain't fucked them over yet, and he's been making you this type of money, you're not gonna turn away from Al. You're not gonna say, oh, Al, man, listen, you fucked me over something that ain't even taking place right now. So, you know, I think when that time comes, I don't think Al, like you say, Al Heyman is a smart ass businessman. So it's not like he's not willing to sit down and have that conversation with your excellency, in my opinion. But I still feel like they think Bill trying to do business for them. You know what I mean? Like, now don't go talking to Bill and saying what this is and what that is. You have to talk, you know, on the business aspect of it. Call my team, do this. You know, I don't think Leonard Ellerby has no say-so over what Tank is doing right now. He might have some, you know, some influence to talk to him and shit like that. But I think when you come down to really making them decisions, it's Tank and Al Heyman gonna be the last say-so on that bitch. So, you know, I just have to wait and see, man, how this shit play out in the future. So, you know, to me, like I say, I don't give a fuck where the fight take place. You know, if the fight take place, but I don't know, man. With these dudes nowadays, fam, you know, like I say, it sound good, it look good, it's hype in boxing and shit like that. And to me, whenever that shit hit the table, and once they start negotiating that bitch, I understand and I can respect them more. But shouts out to your excellency as well, though, for like you say, willing to take those steps to say, look, here, I want the big fights over here, and I'm willing to do this. But how do that money come? What do that money look like for us transferring it over here? How did that shit play out? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know, bro. It's a lot of when you talk about people, it's a lot of scenarios that play into that shit.
You got to be willing to come to the table before we can negotiate, right? We can say all this shit, but you got to be willing to sit down at the table, because it can't be no negotiations going on if you're not even willing to come to the table, right? Now, with the Al Heyman situation, bro, that shit could get real sticky, because when you really look at the situation from a businessman, right? Yeah, Al Heyman, he helped a lot of these fighters out. At the end of the day, is he in it to do it for free? You feel me? Is he in it to do it for free? So when you look at it, he got a company to run, right? You're talking about one of the biggest names in his company. So what's in it for Al Heyman to let Gervonta Davis take that fight, right?
Yes,
if it ain't on PBC, right? Because now it's a conflict of interest, right? Now it's a conflict of interest. Nah, Tank, we gonna advise you. You know, I didn't did this for you. I didn't did and nah. We gonna advise you. So that's why I'm saying at this point, Gervonta Davis is rich already, right? He has to be able to decipher what's best for him. If Al might be telling me, nah, you know what I'm saying, because I got you, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, right? He might be telling you that, but now you a 30-year-old grown man, dog. And I know you wanna, but now you gotta see, is this man telling me this, and that, but for his interest, right? For the benefit of his company, or is he telling me it for the benefit of me? As a man, You got to be able to determine that for yourself. You got to be able to make them decisions for yourself. And the way that boxing goes, tomorrow ain't promised, dog. And if you already made a lot of money, and what he talked, right? He said on plenty different occasions that he ain't trying to be in this shit for too much longer, right? He pretty much said that he want to fight Shakur and Devin Haney, and that's pretty much it, right? So if you ain't trying to be in the game for a long, long time, and this man offering you 50, 60, whatever $1 million, but you got a team around you that's telling you not to, now you got to really think hard and you got to do what's best for you. Because they always going to have a vested interest for themselves at the end of the day. Because when you are sitting on the sideline retired and you move on, it's going to be somebody else that's another you. So it's business for them. So you got to look at the situation, what's best for me. And he got to be able to make that. He got to be able to make that situation, right? And like I said, he got to be able to make that decision for himself. All that, well, Al Heyman. Well, if Al Heyman ain't offering you that amount of money that this man is offering you, you got to do what the fuck you got to do for yourself. And I don't know, man. We just make too many excuses for these fighters, man. They do this shit for a living, bro.
No, but it's no excuses for the fighters, bro.
Like, come on, man.
Still business at the end of the day, and you're locked with this man. So you saying Tank not making this decision? Tank is making this. Tank is going to be the last.
I didn't say that he wasn't. I didn't say that. You know, I said it's up to him to make his decision, to make that decision. He can't let Al make that decision. He can't let nobody else make that decision but him.
Say so at the end of the day. So if you want that fight, he could, Al, go give me that. That's what I want. So it's not like, oh, Al is going to, oh, look, you can't do this. I just look at the situation of, you know, him being loyal to Al and the things of that nature, right? So if the fight ain't happening next with Devin Haney, then that don't mean that the fight is gone, right? And because I think you said earlier, you can't promise me this, you can't promise me that. Well, when it comes down to it, when we get this fight out the way, and then if we want to get Devin next, then guess what? We got to come to the table and negotiate. So Devin and them still got to bring their ass to the table and negotiate. So whether the fight happened over in motherfucking Saudi Arabia or whether the fight happened here, right? It ain't happening next. So if we say I want this fight for Gervonta Tank Davis and this might be my next fight, then yes, he's still going to be a player to look at to say, well, we can make it happen over there. Or we locked over here, then we can still sit at the table and negotiate over her as well. Because just like you're saying, well, Your Excellency, he got this, that, and the third. Well, when we're sitting at the table, these people might want to, you don't know. Like, these people's pockets is deep as well. So, yes, if the fight is looking like it's shaping up to make X amount of dollars, you know what I mean? Then, yeah, we might dig in our pockets and say, let's do it. Like you say, Your Excellency got this, but it's still business. So, what I think they doing, you still got to leave the door open for other people as well. So, at the end of the day, like I say, once they get to that matter, because like that shit ain't happening next, regardless if people like it or not or whatever the fuck you want, that fight ain't happening next. So, you know, it's always one fight at a time. And once we get there, we'll get there because they still got to negotiate with us. You know what I mean? We don't need to sign him under shit. He can be under who he got. So if my promoters wouldn't let me do this, whoever you sign to, or they wouldn't let your ass fight me, if they wouldn't let you fight me over in fucking Saudi Arabia, then they'll be willing to let you fight me anywhere else. So when we come to the table, we negotiate about this shit, then we'll see what it is. You know what I mean? But that don't mean that they leaving him out for the option. I just feel like they just leaving the table open, you know, for, you know, other players in the game. You know what I mean? Because
so the whole thing, right, Money, is he wants to fight over there, right? Like that's the whole thing for, you know, His Excellency. I'm not finna pay for you to fight in America. We want that fight over here. So
I'm not talking about Your Excellency. I'm talking about other players.
So we gonna do whatever we got to do to get y'all over here to fight.
Right.
It's entertainment for us. That's all we care about. We don't care about how much money we got to pay y'all. We want to see the entertainment, right? Now, let's just keep it a buck. Al Heyman ain't paying now one of them what His Excellency is going to pay. They don't even want to fight like that over there because, I mean, Devin Haney just did 30 to 50,000 pay-per-view buys. In Devin Haney next fight, he not finna jump in some fucking lottery time machine and do 1 million pay-per-views all of a sudden. So they're saying that the fight is not ready. The fight can't happen because he doesn't sell enough to make the fight big enough. Ain't nothing gonna change from now to his next fight. Ain't nothing gonna change. So Al Heyman and everybody around Tank, that is still gonna stand. It's still gonna be the same shit, right? He might, and shit, the way it's looking, he ain't getting no Ryan Garcia fight. He ain't getting no Rollie fight. You know what I'm saying? Like the way it's looking, he might not even be on pay-per-view his next fight. His next fight, the numbers is gonna be probably lower than what, you know, depending on who the opponent is looking like it's probably gonna be like Sandor Martin or somebody. But it's a good chance that the numbers might be lower than what the last numbers was. So nothing is gonna change, right? Nothing is subjected to change. So it ain't like that Al Heyman or no other promoter. These promoters don't work like this dude in Saudi is working. They looking at the numbers. They looking at, okay, Tank, he gonna want this amount of money. And then we know Devin, he gonna at least want this amount of money. We ain't willing to put up for it, right? What we willing to do, we'll give him a little bitty ass guarantee. We're gonna put him on pay-per-view, right? And however many pay-per-view is sell, that's what they gonna have to do. That's what they did to Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, bro. So it's like when that comes into play, ain't now fighter gonna want it because Tank ain't gonna want it because he's like, well, I'm not finna fuck all that. Devin ain't sold shit, and then Devin ain't gonna want it because shit, he like, man, I ain't never been paid like that. I want to know how much I'm getting, you know, and then it becomes a problem, right? And now you got Devin at 147, you got Tank at 135. Now the fight don't happen at all. And that's what the fight was panning out to be. I mean, I don't know why we acting like we didn't see that happening. Like, if this shit don't happen in 2025, I mean, in 2024, it ain't gonna happen. And they wasn't like nobody on the PBC. Let's just keep it a buck. Nobody on the PBC was even a little bit making it sound like this fight was possible to happen. Nobody was. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I use Leonard Ellaby a lot because he is, you know, part of what goes on business-wise. Like, he know what go on business-wise. So if he's saying it, you can pretty much take that shit to the bank. You know what I'm saying? So, man, if this man is willing, at least negotiate, man, what the fuck is we crying about? I don't understand, like, what man, the business, and we got to see if this, and we got to see, yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure that Gervonta Davis and his team, they've been in boxing for a long time, so they know to be able to see if the business is right, if everything is there, vice versa. Like, you know, that's just how I see it, man. Go holler at them. You can't continue to, oh, well, man, because what other fight is Al Heyman going to put on for Gervonta Davis in 2024 where he going to pay them, where he going to pay Tank more than what he got in the Ryan Garcia fight? What other fight is he going to put it with? Do y'all see him putting up the money to guarantee that Gervonta Davis get a bigger payday or as big as payday as he got in the Ryan Garcia fight? It's not happening. It ain't happening. He's not doing it. Like so, I mean, yeah, bro, just keeping it a buck. But I mean, whatever, man. If they gonna fight, they gonna fight. If they ain't gonna fight, they ain't gonna fight. It's, you know, it is what it is at this point.
That's what it's gonna be. You know, everybody got their perspective. Y'all coming from y'all fans' perspective. I can't knock that shit. You feel me? But like I say, still business behind closed doors. At the end of the day, when you rocking with somebody and they doing shit over here, you're going to take that advice you got the last say so. So it's gonna come down. Like I say, the fight wasn't happening next, so we have to wait to see what happened after that. Shit changes overnight. Shit changes overnight. So you just have to wait to see if they're gonna come to the table and negotiate that shit. Either way it go, Devin and Bill's gonna have to come to the table and negotiate with them, and then they're gonna make it happen. Fortunately, Your Excellency, shouts out to him. He want to make the fights. He want to bring over there to him. At the end of the day, when you start coming to put your foot in the boxing game, come on, man. We all know how this shit go, fam. Yeah, you can come throwing dollars around and say this and say that and say this, but motherfuckers ain't gonna be too quick to jump like that, especially when you're a shrewd businessman like Al Heyman, because you got to make sure everything is straight. Not saying that it's not or shit of that nature, but when we got shit rocking over here and things of that nature, so we started coming to let you get in on what we doing, and who knows, bro? Who knows? Like we just got to wait to see how this shit play out. Like I said, they go fight, but they still gotta negotiate that shit. And like I say, Tank and Al is the man you're gonna have to call and talk to. And I don't think Al is won't talk to your excellency, whatever the fuck, your excellency and things of that nature. If Tank want that fight, if that's what he want, if you want him to look into it. So like I said, we don't know if Tank had a conversation why he pissed off, asked for 2 Ferraris and things like that. We'll just have to wait and see, bro. However this shit play out, that's how it's gonna play out. But what I'm saying, all this hype and shit and this and that, I just wait till that shit come to the table. If it happen, it happen. If it don't, it don't. So like we said, at the end of the day, it's their careers. It's of course, like you say, when you the fighter and there's money on the table like that, right there, the motherfuckers say go jump and get it. But we still have to look at what was behind the other door, because yeah, you want me to come over there and fight, but it got to be some more shit to the table. Motherfuckers putting that much money up on the table. Who knows, bro? I don't know, bro. I don't know. That's why I just wait for the business to happen. Let them lock that shit down, and then if that fight happen, to happen.
Big dog. Let me answer this. Big dog Willie say ETB. If he don't want to go to the Middle East, then what can we do? We can't do shit. We can't do nothing if these niggas don't want to fight each other. We can't do nothing if Tank decide he don't. We can't do nothing about nothing. But we talking about the situation. And to answer your question, if he don't want to go to the Middle East and the business is right and all the money is there, well, he don't want to fight. It's as simple as that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that. That's just like me telling. That's just like me telling you, if your job is gonna offer you, you know what I'm saying? If your job is offering you, let's say you make $200,000 a year. Now your job is like, man, come to the Middle East and we're gonna pay you $10 million. You know what I'm saying? Come over here for a year, and you tell them no. Well, then you don't want the motherfucking job. I mean, shit. What the fuck else? I mean, like, what else do you need? What else do you want? It's just as simple as that, and it's not even that complicated, because you're talking about somebody that does this for a living. I don't understand like why we keep like just wanting to coddle these fighters, and man, this is their fucking job. It ain't that serious, Go over there one night, you making all this fucking money, man. But we don't why nowadays to just get these fighters to fight each other, it's a whole bunch of extra shit that gotta go on. Man, you gotta make sure that you wipe his asshole for him every night. You know what I'm saying? You got to put him in a special hotel. You got to braid his hair. You got to bathe him, and you know what I'm saying. Then you got to make sure, man, you rock him to sleep at night, man. And then you got to pay him $100 million on top of that, and then he might get in the ring and fight. Then he might do it, but that's his choice. And if he doesn't come on, man. It's like we make this shit too complicated, because a lot of fans act like that they got so much invested on these fighters' careers. Man, we just fans, and we look at this shit from a fan base. We also know that there is a business involved, but if the money is there, if the business is right, now it's like, oh well, man, he might not want to go over there and fight. Well, I'm pretty sure fucking LeBron James You know what I'm saying? A lot of times that motherfucker might be tired and he might not want to go on a 5-game road trip. But you know why he do it? Because they paying him a whole lot of money to do it. And then I heard, I'm gonna address you, J.A. Dixon. Because you in here crying, talking about like contracts and shit don't exist. Niggas like you is why I always say that you hear shit, but you don't comprehend and you don't know how to listen. Money. I know you heard me say, if the money and the business is right. Have I not said that over and over again? So why are you in my chat talking about you acting like it ain't no like contracts don't exist?
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Bro, I done said that shit a million times. Like, how else do you want me to say it? If the money is right and the business is right, what is the problem? What else you want me to tell you, dog? But anyway, niggas don't, y'all just don't like, y'all just hear shit. If somebody talk about a fighter that y'all like, if somebody talk about a fighter that y'all like, y'all just start I don't know, man. It ain't that serious, bro. Just your favorite fighter. Ain't nothing else. But I'm gonna answer another question you said. You said, hold on, I'm trying to find it because I seen it earlier. You said all of this public BS could have been avoided, and the Sheik could have reached out to him and his management, but they didn't. So this is what they wanted. So in my opinion, this is what they wanted. Well, bro, I mean, we get so fucking petty when it comes to these fighters, man. Just because the man was doing an interview and he said what fight that he was asked a question. They asked him about now we could get the fight with Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson. That man responded by saying, well, I would like to get the Tank Davis fight. I would like to get Tank Davis over here. I mean, not Tank and Devin. My bad. He said Tank. He just responded by making a statement. Why is it so big of a deal? Now, man, he shouldn't have said that, man. And I'm not saying that you're saying these words, but right. It's kind of like, man, he shouldn't have said. Now he didn't piss Tank off and he didn't made Tank mad, and he could have just reached out to Tank privately. Man, I don't have to fucking, now I gotta censor what I want and how I feel. Come on, man, y'all gotta stop treating this nigga like a fragile care package, man. Y'all like this is a grown ass man. Like, damn, bro, like it's looking bad out here. But man, he shouldn't have did this. And man, like, come on, man, bro. Like, we doing a lot. We doing way too much when it comes to fighters that we like nowadays. Like, real talk, man. Y'all like, we don't even uphold ourselves in that same standard and go as far for ourselves that some of y'all do for y'all motherfucking the favorite fighter you like, bro. It ain't that serious, man. Y'all gotta stop this shit, man, because y'all not only y'all making these fighters look soft, because if these fighters is that fucking soft and they get bothered that easy, them niggas they need to take up another profession. Like, man, it ain't that serious, bro. And then we gotta add, well, maybe it's because it did. We add them. We add so much of shit on top of things that don't even have to be that complicated, man. It don't have to be that complicated. Like, if the money is right, if the business is right, it's either you want to take the fight, you want to fight. You said you want to fight the man. He said he wanted to fight you. What the fuck else do we have to do? You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't have to fucking wipe your ass when you go take a shit to make you want, like, come on, man, bro. Like, this, it's just, I don't know, it's getting out of control, man. And money, like I said, man, I gotta keep going back to what you said, bro. Man, it's just like the diva era in boxing. Like, a lot of these fighters is guilty of it, man. You know what I'm saying? So I guess in this situation, right? Because listening to fans, man, we can't listen to fans when it comes fanatics when it comes to this discussion. We all gonna go back and forth and argue about it, right? But fanatics, man, is just gonna be fanatics, right? Nothing is never gonna please the fanatic unless it's in a favorite boxer's favor 1,000%. So in this situation, man, we got to see how it plays out. We got to see Gervonta Tank Davis be transparent about the situation to the way we know exactly how he feels, and then we can get a better understanding of the whole situation, right? I think because you hear Bill and Devin, they do all of the talking, right? Most of the time. Right? They do all of the talking most of the time. So we know what they have to say all of the time, right? We know all of the time what they're going to say. But Gervonta Davis, he don't really say too much. If he say some shit half of the time, you don't know what the hell he talking about. Like Errol Spence be doing the same shit. Them niggas just say one word, and then you got 50 breaking news videos about what they meant when don't nobody know what the hell they was talking about. Really. We got to pick apart and decipher what they was talking about. So we just need Tank to be transparent on what he want to do, on how he feels about this situation. And I don't need to say that about Devin because they're going to tell you a million different things anyway, him and Bill. So, man, and that's it, man. That's it, man. That's all we need to hear. What they take is I'm not expecting to get the fight next. Of course, we know that first thing is business, right? Now, we know that fight ain't happening next because there ain't no motherfucking way Al Heyman finna let Gervonta Davis in his fight back when they got a whole new deal with Amazon Prime. Say, fuck it. I ain't rocking with Amazon Prime. I'm going to go over there with the Sheik and make this shit happen on Riyadh season or whatever you call it. That ain't happening. But now after he make his debut with Amazon Prime, they can make something happen, man. They can make something happen. And depending on what Turkey Ali talking about, what Turkey Ali Sheik is talking about, depending on what he's talking about, man, they can all get together, man, and make some shit pop off for the fans. But if one fighter don't want it, it ain't going to happen. And we'll find out, man. We'll find out who bluff is being called sooner or later. That's how I feel about the situation.
No doubt, no doubt. Like I said, I can't tell no other person how to feel about this shit. Everybody gonna look at it how they look at it. Like you say, with all these damn fanatics out there, they go take it and run with it the way they want to take it and run with it on both sides. You know what I mean? And nobody go try to look in the silver line in the middle part of that shit. You know, I just know how this shit be going, man. How this boxing shit is. How this shit is ran. Once you got somebody hot, Tank ain't gonna slow down being hot no time soon. So, you know, he's one of the hottest names out there, one of the biggest stars out there. And you know, it's gonna be, especially with that fight. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be if it take place, but it's gonna be a lot of investors out there, man, willing to put up some money. You know what I mean? Turkey Ali just the first to come out and say, I'll put this up and I can respect that. You know what I mean? He want to get the fight over in this country. Like I say, I hope his health is okay, but I heard something about, his health is not that good. And,
he said it. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, he said that he's had a lot of health problems.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So he wanna fuck it. Let me spend his money as much as I can while I can. You feel me? So let me do some shit that I want. And I can respect him for that, Key. As a fight fan, he like you, like fuck it. Is this the problem? This what you motherfuckers want? Well, let me get this fight over here, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me try to get as many big fights as I can for the sport of boxing. Because he probably fed up like us, Key. He probably fed up like a motherfucker. Like, God damn.
He is. He said he was.
Yeah, like he come. Who was his favorite fighter? Roberto Duran or somebody?
He said Roberto Duran and he said his favorite fighters Roberto Duran and motherfucking Larry Holmes.
You know what I mean? So he come from that era, Keith.
The boxing historian.
He come from that cloth. He come from that era. You feel me? To where he know, like, look here, man. this is the best fight here. This is the best fight out of you motherfuckers, right? Okay, all you motherfuckers some little stars, but I feel like this is the best fight. This is the one I want. Wilder AJ, I want you. Like you said, even if you take an L, I'm willing to bring your ass back.
You want it back.
So, he on that type of time, bro. But like I say, unfortunately, in this era of business of boxing, you know what I mean? Shit ain't as privy to us fans as it was in the golden age, in the golden era. You know what I mean? When all this social media shit went around, and you know what I mean, just a different caliber of fighters now, bro. Just a different caliber of fighters, and that's why boxing is where it's at. You know what I mean? Under all the sports like that, but at the end of the day, like I told you, that diva mode is very heavy. And they all got diva in their motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be the best. Everybody want this. Everybody want that at this time. So that's why I just sit around and say, fuck it. Whenever that shit take place, it's going to take place. Otherwise, you'll be stressed out, lose your motherfucking hair over this shit. And you looking in the mirror wondering why you so goddamn mad about some shit that you can't even control. You know what I mean? And I've been past that stage. You know what I mean?
We both passed that now. Like, I think me and you both passed that. That's why it's gonna be what it's gonna be, bro. And I want to say to Dub Right Side in the building, man. He gifted 5 Everything Boxing memberships, man. I appreciate you, Dub Right Side. Salute to my brother Dub Right Side, man. Yeah, you ain't what happened, man. Dub ain't been doing. I know Dub used to come on every night. After knockout, he probably working or something. He probably working.
Georgia got the ass whooped. That's what it was.
He said Georgia got whooped. He need to disappear. He crazy. Woke be doing this thing. I go in there and fuck with Woke. Dub be in there sometime with Woke. So I'll be going in there and fucking with them sometime when I catch them.
That was dogging me out and shit. I don't fuck with y'all.
Nah, hell nah. Talking about, man, come on now, nigga. Ain't no. I'm talking about
dogging me out.
Nah, hell no. I'm talking about the one that he was he debate, man, the smooth talking brother. Not him, dog. I'm talking about the smooth talking brother that was on the debate series. The nigga you talking about, that's a whole different cat.
I think that nigga
you talking about the nigga that when you had the show with when Drew in 78 then was in the joint and he was in the comments and shit acting like a woman and shit. Nah, that ain't the same. I
apologize.
Yeah, it's a different woke. Man, come on now. You should have known better than that.
Shit, I don't know. I only know one. I don't know no 2 wokes.
Nah, yeah, you do. It's the smooth talking brother, man. That he knows boxing. He a huge Devin Haney fan, but I fuck with him, man. He you know who he is because he was on Knockout Debate series, man. He was on Knockout Debate. Yeah, he looked like Music Soul Child. Yeah, J.A. He looked like Music Soul Child. Nigga, nah, bro. It's a different woke you talking about, bro. It's a whole different cat.
Like I say, my bad, woke man. Ain't no beef then, bro. I thought you was.
Nah, the woke that you talking about is a whole different dude. This dude, he don't be getting in no beef like none of that shit, bro.
Shout out the woke, man. Shout out the woke.
Yeah. Nah, he a cool brother, man. Smooth as hell and shit. Nah, that's a whole different thing. Yeah. Dub Right said one woke will jump on the panel, the other doesn't click links. Nah, and like I said, one woke he got his own platform. Got his own platform, got a nice setup, everything.
I gotta go subscribe to him then.
Yeah. Put his Dub Right Side, put his link in the chat so Money can subscribe to him and see that it ain't the same woke that we talking about.
Yeah, I'm gonna show him love, man. I've been having a love. I love something towards that man. Man, that girl shit to me.
Yeah, man. But man, check this out, right? Let me say something to everybody, right? Because we get on here and I've seen niggas argue about this boxing shit, get mad, want to fight. Niggas be wanting to fly out to, different states and cities over a fighter that most of y'all don't even know. You know what I'm saying? They never know. And I think we all got to realize that this is entertainment, right? we all here to be entertained. We all here to be entertained. And you know, it's people in other countries and shit across the world that's fighting for their lives and fighting for their kids' lives at war. And we worried about some fucking boxing. So this is entertainment to us. I think we all got to remember that, you know, at point in times, man, that we take this shit too far. Like, this is just a sport that they put in front of us to entertain all of us, right? Entertainment. This is small things to what other people are dealing with.
The real world,
right? It's people that can't even get on here and talk about no sport because they fight for their lives every day.
Whole motherfucking family been blown up.
So, yeah, man. So with that being said, we
like,
can argue, we can go back and forth, but don't ever take this shit too serious.
Yeah, because a lot of people take it too serious. Like, they really act like because, oh man, we get on here, we talking boxing, right? We keep this shit boxing. We call people out on what they doing wrong, or if you call somebody out on what they doing wrong, and that's how you feel about that shit, okay, in the boxing term, leave it boxing, right? If we talking boxing, we can talk about the boxing shit all day. What do you think a motherfucker right, wrong, in the middle, however you feel. But once they start taking that shit too personal, because that's what people do. They start getting personal with the shit, and they feel as if you talking about them.
Yeah,
you know You ain't saying shit personal about them. You on boxing. You know what I mean? You doing what you do on boxing, but motherfuckers start taking it personal, get into their feelings, and then, you know, the shit go elsewhere, bro, where it shouldn't go. You know what I mean? Where it shouldn't go. Well, you damn sure don't want it to go because we weren't expecting it. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, man, leave this shit boxing on this goddamn internet. Because once you shut that motherfucking computer off, the real world is happening out there. And the real world is still going on. Like he say, this motherfucker don't give two fucks about a sport or you talking about some damn boxer. Some of them trying to see where their next meal coming from, where their next motherfucking head go. Like, you got motherfuckers out here freezing to death, can't even get in them. You know what I mean? Like, it's a whole lot of real shit going on. So this what floats your boat and makes you feel this, that, and the third. Yeah, you need to get your ass up off her and get a taste of the real world, because either you don't got a life, you ain't never been shit in life, you finally got a little buzz and you think you're doing something, right? And you taking this shit too personal to be a fucking internet cyber thug, or thinking you're an internet bully or internet genius or whatever the fuck you think you is. You know what I mean? You need to get your ass up off her and get a taste of the real world, because eventually it's gonna slap your ass in the face.
For real, man. All that extra, you know, it ain't serious. You know, I mean, we all on here to be entertained. Like, I want to be entertained from these fighters. I'm on here to entertain y'all. Money on here to entertain y'all. Like, you know, shit, we like, this shit ain't that serious. And I think a lot of us, a lot of people, you know, and we've all been, you know what I'm saying? Shit, we all been guilty of it. You know what I'm saying? And we all been guilty of it, but we just need to stop and think, like, this shit entertainment. You know what I'm saying? This shit is entertainment. Unless none of us got millions invested in none of these fighters. So with that being said, man, hopefully, man, we can look forward to a great year of boxing, great year of entertainment. You know what I'm talking about? And man, we can shit. Hopefully, man, we get some big fights. 2023, man, it was a big year. They raised the bar high for boxing, man. Are they gonna come right back and, you know, continue to build on what they raised, or are they gonna fall off? This is a big year for boxing money. To me, this is like a make or break year for boxing, dog. Because 2023 set that standard, and I think that boxing is in a space right now to where they can't afford to take no steps back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's off and running from here. They can't afford to take no steps back. If we come and it's 2025 and we still on here arguing because we want to see a Devin Haney and Tank Davis fighting, we ain't got it, or we want to see a Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson fight and we ain't got it yet, or we want to see motherfucking Bud Crawford, or we want to see Canelo Alvarez and David Benavidez, and we still ain't got that yet. And, you know, just so on and so on. I think it's going to hurt boxing, bro. It's going to hurt it. People going to have more to complain about. It's going to be, this is why we don't fuck with the sport of boxing. And so now it's kind of like now or never. To me, that's how I see it right now. 2023, it kind of like, it showed everybody, damn, boxing can, get back to that high stage. Boxing can make a whole comeback. But they gonna have to, just add on to what they did and continue to move forward. We'll see, dog.
Yeah. Omega, what's going on? Omega Small, y'all, Your Excellency, y'all slaves now. Yeah, this motherfucker. Hey, y'all better stay out the way, Omega. Green Bay lost. He on a tear with that motherfucking machete right now.
Oh yeah, I told Omega, he did all that shit talking about the Cowboys and shit. Him and Terrence Bud Crawford, y'all both did all that shit to be crying a week later. You know what I'm saying? Talk all that shit to cry a week later. Them motherfucker, you would have thought that the Green Bay Packers had won the Super Bowl the way these niggas was acting. Like, nigga, newsflash, y'all still got a game to play next week. Because everybody know almost doesn't count. Almost doesn't count. Yeah, I was fucking with, hey, man, money. I was fucking with Bud, nigga, throughout the whole game last night on that Twitter. Hey, that nigga got quiet, talking about, man, I'm going to bed. This one hurt. yeah, nigga.
Y'all had the game. Fuck it off, man.
Hey, man, that man done fucked the game off, bro. Threw in that shit hurt. He threw an interception, right?
Yep.
He did, and Baker Mayfield did too.
Baker threw at the end of the game, yeah.
They all three. No. Oh, boy from the Bills missed the field goal.
He missed
the field goal. The kicker from the field goal, he blew it. Baker Mayfield, he blew it and threw an interception. And then Jordan Love blew it and threw an interception. Man, one thing I gotta say, all them games was very, very close and lit this weekend, except for the Ravens. They pretty much did their thing, came second half. They pretty much busted that thing wide open.
That man crying in the crowd, that boy was hurt.
Huh?
That grown man that was crying in the crowd for the Bills, that motherfucker was hurt. Another field goal missed the field goal. Like Ricky said, the Bills missed all them games with them field goals.
Hey, man, I ain't never cried over no motherfucking over no game or no boxing match or nothing as a grown man. None of that shit. But I can't tell you, bro. I know how he felt. But hey, money, I know how he felt because in that 2007-2008 season, when motherfucking Tony Romo blew that damn game against the Giants. Nah, not the field. The year after the field goal year. When he threw that interception in the end zone, right? When Tony Romo blew that game, threw that interception in the end zone, bro. I remember I was out with all my partners. We was having this big ass party watching the games, man. I was hurt, bro. I remember I went home immediately. I turned my phone off, and I must have took a nap for a whole day. So I didn't cry. I was crying inside. No tears came out, but I was hurt, bro. I felt like that man. I felt like that white dude in the stadium. Hey, I felt like that inside. I was hurt.
Let me tell you, I'm one of the ones.
Again, dog. I would never let no sports, nothing get me like that again.
In the sports world, bro, I'm fortunate enough for my team to go to 4 Super Bowls. We went 2-2. I watched my Cardinals live, right? 4 World Series, we went 2-2. I watched the Lakers win 5 championships. That was my squad. I watched the Blues win the Stanley Cup. Shit, I watched my fighters win championships. So I've been winning all my life. Shit, I felt the downside, but this motherfucker ain't never touched the Super Bowl or a World Series or things of that nature. So I'd have been at every parade there is. And I ain't. Let me stop that. I ain't go to the basketball parade. No, we ain't got no basketball team, but the Lakers, my squad. Since I was little, like I always been a Lakers fan. Even when I was fucking with the Bulls, when I was little. But I don't know what it was about the Lakers to where I had a motherfucking Lakers shirt. When you're a kid, I wore that motherfucker out with one of my best shirts too. So I took care of that motherfucker. So I wore that Lakers shirt, bro. The motherfucking elementary, probably 3 days out of week, almost for every week. Like I love that Lakers shirt, bro. But I had that shirt. So I've been a Lakers fan for a while. So man, just to see the teams you root for, bro, be winners, that shit does something to you. That make you want to
Yeah,
be,
it do.
bro. Cause
Hey,
boy,
it do. It
ooh,
do. Hey, J.A. Dixon said the closest I came to crying was when the Falcons blew the Super Bowl lead and when Roy got slept by Tarver and Glenn Johnson. Oh man, I was in Vegas. Man, you talking about man. It's crazy money because me and you was talking about that shit the other day when the Falcons blew the Super Bowl lead to the Patriots, bro. Oh
boy,
man, that shit hurt me, dog. I'm in Vegas, right? So we go out there to put, to gamble. We went out there to gamble that year, man. I put all my bread on the Falcons, man. Lay big money on the Falcons, right? Man, they got that big ass lead, nigga. I take my dumb ass to that motherfucking sports betting window in the Mandalay Bay. We at the Mandalay Bay. I go to the betting window, nigga, put the ref, nigga. I'm like, oh man, I'm feeling good, man. I'm putting all this shit up on the Falcons for the second half. Man, they came back and got they fucking ass. Man, man, yeah. I was in my room, face down in the pillow. Don't say shit to me the rest of the trip. Matter of fact, I want to leave early. I don't even want to be here no more. Like the Falcons, oh, never again. Never again. I hate them niggas to this day. And when Roy got knocked out by Tarver, right? When Roy got knocked out by Tarver, bro, I remember I didn't get to see the fight, right, when it happened. Because I was working for AOL, America Online, right, at that time. And this is like, that was back like when people really, really start, you know what I'm saying, using the internet like that. And I remember, because I worked on the computer, on the internet, right? And I remember the words was going by like, because we would get like the updates, the AOL online updates, it was going by the screen, right? But I know that when I get off, I'm finna go watch the fight. So I don't want nobody to tell me what happened in the Tarver Roy Jones fight. I can't wait to get home to watch the shit, right? I'm gonna watch the fight. I don't want nobody. Don't tell me, don't say nothing to me. Man, that motherfucking thing scrolled across. I'm working this shit, man. That thing scrolled across my computer screen, talking about some Roy Jones KO, man. And I tried to make myself believe that I didn't see this shit. So I'm like, man, ain't no man. Nah. So I'm trying to block it out of my head. Like, no, I didn't see it. I didn't see that. Ain't happened. That ain't happened. I'm trying to make myself believe that shit didn't happen. But it was fucking with me so bad, man. Because you know how I am about Roy. That's my nigga. Like, man, couldn't nobody tell me shit about no Roy Jones. That's still to this day my favorite fighter ever to step in the ring, Roy. I was the biggest Roy Jones fan ever, man. So I'm trying to work and I'm trying to just pretend like that I didn't read that shit come across my screen the whole time. I'm like, it ain't say that. It ain't say that. And then the other voice in my head was like, man, is this shit real? Did I just see that Roy? Ain't no way Roy Jones got knocked out. By the time I got off, everybody talking about that shit. My partners calling my phone. Because everybody know Roy my nigga. They calling my phone, man. And I don't even think I watched that fight until like a month later. I don't think I watched that fight till a month later. A month later, I was hurt. Oh yeah, that shit, that hurt. Right. That hurt. Did the two fights that, like, to me, that fight hurt. And when AB got his ass beat by Marcos Madonna, I ain't gonna lie, them two fights right there touched me. I was like, man, I was feeling some type of way about that shit. Oh shit, man. Oh man, I feel some type of way about that. J.A. Dixon says, I lost a quick stack at the Tyson Lewis fight, and I was mad as fuck because I had to watch that shit on TV in a damn bus in Thailand, hot as fuck and salty. Yeah, man, I remember that Tyson Lewis fight. I watched that fight at a party. Yep. But anyway, man, I appreciate y'all coming through. Yeah, don't chill out, Dundada. Dundada, chill, dog. No, don't ever come on this channel and say that again. I can't stand, and I told Antonio Tarver, I said, nigga, I can't stand your black ass to this day. Antonio Tarver, you know who act, you know how Antonio, you know who act just like Antonio Tarver did over that one win? You know who act the exact same over one win, just like Antonio Tarver did. Bud act the same exact way over that one win against Errol Spence, like Antonio Tarver did when he knocked out Roy. Both of them niggas will never let that shit go. They gonna tell any and everybody about that shit until they dead. They gonna take that win to the grave, both of them. For real. But man, I appreciate y'all. Ray Davis, salute, man. Appreciate y'all coming in. Dundada, J.A. Dixon, the Queen Diana, Marlon Warren, everybody in the building. My man, Dub Rightside, man. Once again, man, I appreciate you, Dub Rightside, for doing that, man. Real shit. But everybody, man, I appreciate y'all for coming through on this, late show. And y'all make sure y'all hit the like button before y'all get up out of here. And y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again, and I'm gone. And thank you, Queen Diana, always coming through, showing big support to the channel. I appreciate you, Diana. And salute, y'all. We out.